Good evening. Oh, why? There we are. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday Night Warfare, brought to you by the Armchair Dragoons. It is 1904, 1904, on the 10th of July, 2024, and it is a great delight to be with all of you. The Dogs of War have assembled. So has the Armchair Dragoons. Why? Because I wanted to do something a little special. I admit we were going to come here and we were going to do Epic Armageddon. But you know what? I know when I'm licked. The interest level is limited. I'm not saying it's not there. We're not at crossfire levels of disinterest, okay? But I do know the crew, and I know where the passions come from. So so instead I said, what are we going to do? And the other thing is, I've been excited. I have been terribly, terribly excited because I like bloody big battles. I have absolutely always liked it. Hey, Red. I think it's a great rule set, and I have wanted to play it, but the problem was we didn't have a lot of Napoleonic battles. Chris Pringle, the author, who's a great guy, I've actually had a chance to chat briefly with him online, he set this up to play the battles of the Franco-Prussian War. That's what it's for. And it's at that scale, and it works that way. And right from the beginning, just like our beloved Artie Conliffe with Crossfire, and just like a number of other games we talked about, people have said, well, couldn't you do this with it? And he said, yeah, I suppose you could, but I want to do this. Yeah, but we want to do this.
Is French and Prussians.
Yeah, there are French and Prussian people in the Napoleonic Wars. And for years, if you went on to this goes back to his Yahoo groups. If you went back to his Yahoo groups, there were rules alternatives for bloody big battles for Napoleonics. There were scenarios put out there, and he just never did it. He put out wars in India. He put out wars in the Balkans. He put out wars all over the 19th century, just no Napoleonics. He finally broke down and fed the market for merely the second largest wargaming universe out there, and released not long ago, I'm picking it up, Napoleon's Bloody Big Battles by Mark Smith. War game scenarios for Napoleonic battles, 1805 to 1815. And I'm going to give him a lot of credit. I'm going to do a full review of this book. But he does a lovely selection of battles all across some of the best, the really meaty, good, fun periods. They're well researched, they're well thought out, and we'll see they fit well within the system. So big credit to them. And I wanted to do it, so I said, why not? And we actually took a poll in the Discord to say what people wanted to play, which of the campaigns. And the broad word I heard, even though it was a very close vote, was for the campaign of 1813. So, well, since I was there not too long ago and I like it a lot, I said, why not? We'll do Gorschen. But now let me remember, I know you have, Chrono. Has anybody else at this table played Bloody Big Battles?
Nope. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, here we go then. Let's dive in.
It's been on there for me, so...
Yeah, I didn't expect...
I have, but it's been a very long time.
Yeah, I was going to say, Chrono, you're expected to teach. Good luck.
Oh, wow, jeez.
The battle is, just as it suggests, bloody and big. And that actually should tell you about how it's going to be set up. This is an operational level game, almost. It certainly is one that could legitimately bear the name Grand Tactical, if not operational. So I'll let you pick, depending on how you feel about it. The maneuver elements are actually going to be these divisions. They're very, very big. Each base, mind you, not unit, each base in a lot of these scenarios is going to be 2,000 men. So that'll give you an idea of the scale. He does have a slightly flexible scale, which will mean, because what he wants to do is, that is Chris Pringle, he wants to fit all the battles on a 6x4. And this is I did not double this. This is a 6x4. And so everything has to fit within that. Now, Gorschen's a little bit smaller. We're going to eventually fit Leipzig on the same size table.
Oh, God. Okay.
So it's going to telescope a lot, and you're just going to have to deal with that. Unit qualities, I guess we'll start there. Let's take a look at a unit and talk about how the game plays. First things first, you'll notice that they're all tool-tipped, and it really couldn't be simpler. This unit right there, that unit is from First Corps. That's what the 1 means. It is trained. Trained isn't the worst, but it's also not the best. It's the average morale. Veteran is better. The next thing you're going to see, and you're going to see this on most of our units, is SM, that is smoothbore musket. I did love, Chrono made this comment a couple days ago, where he said, he always had, and there were all these modifiers that people put out for bloody big battles, and Chris kept saying, I put smoothbore muskets in the rules. It's just compared to the weapons of the 19th century, they don't shoot very far. and that's why you will see a smoothbore musket has a range of 3 inches. You'll also see skirmishers. What skirmishers mean is that unit has a base that is capable of skirmishing. That is a modifier in the firing phase, and it is the first thing that goes away if your unit takes a casualty. I take away the base of skirmishers, and you lose that very nice, very, very useful trait. What is the sequence of play? The sequence of play is an I go, you go system. The first player moves units. The first player then moves generals. Generals move after units. Then there is defensive fire from the second player. It's actually one of the really cool features of the game. If you move up, you're going to get shot in the face first. Then there is offensive fire by the first player. And then there is the assault phase. Again, borrowing from Chrono. The fact is, most of the lifting in this game is going to be done in the assault phase, which, given the scale, obviously doesn't represent just the crossing of bayonets. It represents the whole process of in-close fighting, including some shooting. And then the second player moves units, generals, defensive fire, offensive fire, and assault. Units do not automatically move every single turn. Rather, you have to point to that unit and seek to activate it. How do you activate it? Well, first thing you'll notice is that we do have some generals on the board. However, certain sides don't have as many as others. The Russians don't have as many generals as do the French. The French pretty much have 1 per corps. Why is that important? It is important because if you go over, there they are, I put my cheat sheets right here. Everybody's got a cheat sheet. What you're going to do is you're going to roll 2d6. You're going to hope on an ordered unit to roll a 7 or better. That gives you a full move. Obviously, you get even better things if you go up a little bit more than that. If you are within the command radius of your commander, that unit's commander, you get a +1 to that roll. If you are in column of march or limbered, you get another +1. If you are passive, you get a -1. Fragile when disrupted, a -1. In difficult terrain, a -1. And spent, a -2. What else can happen to you? Well, bad things. If you get a 5, you get a half move. If you get a 2, 3, or 4, you get no move at all. If you manage to roll a 1, which you can get with negatives, you have to pull back a half move, ignoring all terrain. And if you get a -1 or worse, see that? If you get a 0, if you get a -1 or worse, you are disrupted and have to go back. What are your movement rates? They're right here. 12 and 18, that's it. How does movement work? Movement is pretty well straight ahead. You are allowed to pivot up to 45 degrees before you move, and then you go straight ahead. If you wish to move more than 45 degrees outside that front arc, you must pay a 3-inch penalty. You see that right there. So you've got to decide that when you move. If you cross any sort of rough terrain, it's a -3, a -6 for cav and artillery. And if you cross a linear obstacle, it is a -6. And there you see there's a very nice, helpful set of rules right here. Unless you're following a road, you move in a straight line only, except cavalry, which is allowed to make 1 change of direction. No move in enemy Zoc, except directly to and from. I know you're going to say, wait a minute, Zoc? What's the enemy Zoc? He said, pulling out his rule. It's actually a tool they recommend you have. We've never found it necessary. That's my full move chart. I don't need that. Good Lord. Here we are. It is 3 inches from base edges in all directions. So even from, say, the back here.
Some musketry range.
Yep. Now that is, I don't know if that's accidental, because remember this, there are things, and you'll notice them on the chart, that are much, much further than that. But you're correct about that, of course.
That's very close range, essentially.
Yeah. It's you are far, far too close. The key with the Zoc is, if you are in Zoc or if you're entering Zoc, you go in at perpendicular angles only. You don't oblique into or out of Zoc. It's a controlling feature. You've got to face yourself to go straight into Zoc. It prevents cheese. What are the formations you can assume with these massive units? You can form a line. These are placed side by side, touching in a single rank. You can go in depth, one of the more important formations in this game. This represents a brigade or a division that has deployed a number of component battalions behind those in the front line. You must have at least 3 bases to do this. You must have at least 3. The unit is deployed in 2 ranks, as equal as possible in the number of bases, one immediately behind the other. Unless the unit is assaulting, only the front rank fires. If the unit successfully advances into contact to assault, all bases fire, regardless of arc. All the bases also engage in assault, and it enjoys a +1 advantage because it is in depth. A defending unit in depth only fires its front rank in the defensive fire phase, but counts all during the assault and gets that same 1 advantage. Column of march, this is a single file. Only the front base fires. You do not want to get assaulted in column that way. Artillery limbers by turning it to and from the enemy. That gun would be limbered. I thought about having limber markers, but again, we've never really needed them. You turn it to and from the enemy to determine if you are limbered. Zoc is temporarily negated if an enemy unit moves into base contact with it. It returns as long as once there is a unit not in contact with it. Makes sense. You may not adopt a crooked formation. That is forbidden. If you wish to change to column, it's very well. If you wish to change formation, it's very much like you would expect. Units in line or depth must keep their front edge in a straight line. Oh, sorry, I missed that. When you change from march, choose 1 base to be the head and place all the other bases behind it, facing in any direction. Formation changes come with free facing changes. When changing out of column to either line or depth, the base at the head of the column becomes the center base of the front rank of the new formation. Other bases are formed equally either side of it. If you go from in depth to line, however, the second rank may be placed on either side of the front rank. One formation change per turn. Good, handled. If you wish to enter into base edge contact, you must attempt to initiate an assault. Infantry may be assaulted, but may not assault. No shoving those guns into magical contact. You line up in, you square up. You don't leave your contact uneven. If any part started its movement in the enemy's front arc, you must face its front. No sneaking around that way. If a unit moves to within 12 inches of an enemy cavalry or limbered artillery that is not disrupted, you must ask your opponent if they wish to evade. The owning player may immediately do so if they wish.
So sorry. If any of your units get within 12 inches of enemy cavalry.
Yes. If I'm marching and I get to within 12 inches of cavalry or limbered artillery, I say to you, do you wish to evade?
So how does that work with our deployment then?
Well, the big thing here is, you will, as they advance, you will be asked if you want to evade from them.
Okay. So
Yep.
as we advance, okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And parenthetically, this scenario is specifically set up. You can't see each other right now.
Yeah, there's a giant ridge in the way.
There's a ridge there.
Oh, I see it now.
An evade must be at least half a move. It may be up to full. You must get away from all enemy within 12 inches. Interpenetration. You may normally move through other friendly units freely. However, if you are using a road, you may not interpenetrate. One of the really interesting rules, and I'm sure it's a scale thing and as well as a gaming convention, if you interpenetrate forward such that one of your lines crosses in front of another one, the line that you're crossing in front of can be shoved back automatically. You get to make room, basically. I do like the fact that there's a rule about etiquette. It's nice.
So no fighting?
Yeah, no fighting in the war room.
No fighting in the war room. Yes.
So in short, Blucher has to be shouting, "Raise high the black flags, children."
Something like that. Yeah.
Forwards.
In the defensive fire phase, now we're talking about firing, sorry. A unit that moved, including changing formation, limbering, unlimbering, pivoting, or changing facing, may be fired at any eligible point of its path. So you're allowed to watch where a guy moves and say where you'd like to shoot him. Why does this matter? Units can be halted. You may only fire at a unit once per phase. So everybody that's going to shoot at somebody has to gang up. You're not allowed to have one guy do it, then another guy do it, then another guy do it. The scale really doesn't allow that. Eligibility is per base. To be able to fire, a base need have LOS from any point on its own front edge to any point on the target base. This line must be entirely in that 45-degree front arc. They do because the bases are square. It's very, very nice. It's just this. And we will go base by base. All right. A player may normally choose to fire at any target he wishes. A unit may split its fire however it wishes and may fire at any eligible target. You can split fire, but each base only fires once per phase. Believe me, you're not throwing that much fire out in the first place. You don't want to be splitting it. So what do? For each base firing at a given target, we will measure the range and determine its force. Usually you're going to be throwing one per base. Repeat, one. That will be the number. We then take the multipliers, which you will see on the chart. They are cumulative. The biggest thing to get through your head in this rule set is the shifts. Because a lot of them, Chris loves those, Mr. Pringle loves those shifts. And so what we got to do is we got to go over here to the chart. And you got to see up here, you've got all these shifts left and right. So let's take your factors. Let us imagine that 1, 2, 3, 4 veteran units right there, they're firing. That's going to be 4. That's a total of 4. How do I know it's 4? In case you were curious, it's because I looked up smoothbore musket out to 3 inches, and it tells me it's a 1. So I had 4 bases, which gives me a 4. So my net is 4. But let's say I had 5, because this is going to matter. On this chart, if you have 5, you go to the next thing higher. So instead of a 4, I go to a 6. I take the next thing higher. Then I look and I see if I got any shifts. Oh, I've got a skirmisher. Neat. That means I go 1 to the right. Oh, I'm tactically inept. The target is tactically inept. That's good. But if you look down here, the target's in cover. It could be 1, 2, or 3 to the left. The target has a skirmisher. At the end of the day, you come down here and you add up the shift. So let's say I moved 1, 2 to the right. I would now be firing on the 9 chart. I roll 2d6 and I get my results. What do they mean? VTR. The first thing that means is that unit is disrupted. It is disrupted. If it is, you'll notice it's yellow. That yellow thing perplexed me for the longest time. The next thing you're going to see, and by the way, if you can just, red, if you move your hand just for a second, you can see it right here. RTV means you're disrupted, and you're also halted if raw, trained, or veteran. So at least you're disrupted, then you're halted, but that's up the red stuff up here. 1, 2, or 3, you're disrupted and you lose that many bases. And anytime you roll an 11 or 12, you go low on ammo. So you get a great roll and you're low on ammo. So the bottom line is when you're throwing 9s, you're going to see you got to roll a 9 to hit something, to actually take a base. Mostly, you're going to be disordering guys. It speaks.
Okay, but if we're looking at the machine guns, for example.
Sure. As you like. If suddenly 1 to appear, yeah, suddenly you're throwing 12s.
They're busting out the puckle guns.
Yeah, suddenly the world is different. Disrupted units have their fire factors halved. So suddenly, it's a lot more serious. You choose which bases you lose. The owner chooses.
I have a question. You mentioned the formations line, in depth, and column.
Yes.
In a cavalry charge, does infantry have some form of square or defense?
There is no square. No, this is too far above that. But let's talk about assaults, because I think that's what you would like to talk about. Okay. If by chance a unit is being assaulted and it is destroyed by offensive fire, that is an automatic exploit result, which we'll talk about under that. Assaults. Why, that's the very next topic.
My God.
Look at that.
As if he planned it.
Oh my gosh.
If during the movement phase the front center point of a unit is moved into contact with any point on the base of an enemy, it is considered to be assaulting. If it is supported by another unit whose front edge and front center point is in contact with a rear edge, both and all units are included in the resulting assault. This goes badly for the defender. 2 ranks fight. If an artillery unit is assaulted and in base contact with an adjacent friendly infantry or cavalry unit that has not been contacted by the attacker, 1 such unit is also included in the resulting assault. Oh, God. That sucks. During the defensive fire phase, the defending player may fire at assaulting units at any eligible point. It will often happen that an assaulting unit is halted. In such a case, the assault is considered to have been aborted and does not proceed. The attacker nominates an assault by identifying the defending units and attacking units involved. Each side rolls a d6. Subtract the defender's roll from the attacker to find what is called the initial difference. This will obviously be a number between 5 and -5. Look through the list of assault modifiers. Add or subtract from the initial difference as relevant. Some do cancel out. The attacker adds advantages and subtracts penalties. The defender subtracts advantages and adds penalties. The final difference is the result. If the defender is in cover, multiply the initial difference by all cover modifiers that apply. Those are all on the terrain chart. to a maximum of -6. If the defender is outflanked, add 2. Remember, units in towers and forts cannot be outflanked. An assaulting unit must have started its move with all of its bases entirely outside the defender's 90-degree arc of fire. Arc of fire. Not the whole front of the base. And contacted its side or rear edge. It is the moving player's responsibility to make clear before moving whether or not stands in the enemy unit's front arc, or whether it starts in the front arc. Otherwise, if in doubt, assume the unit was in the front arc. You've got to say, I don't think I'm in your front arc, basically.
I like that rule.
You got to say, I think, well, I love it a lot, actually. It's like, nope, I believe I am. And then you can argue about it. We'll argue about it.
They're like, aha, I have now flanked you once you're in this resolution phase. And
Exactly.
like, wait a minute. You didn't say that.
Some of the units on this table are aggressive. That is an advantage, a plus. Some of them will be in depth. That is another plus. Some will be disrupted or silenced. Some are low on ammo. Some are fragile. Some are spent. The net is, and you'll see it right here on the assault table, there's your results.
Would you be able to explain what being fragile and spent means?
Being fragile is a status that comes with the unit. They would have to be declared as fragile. So if it doesn't say it on it, it's not.
Got it.
Spent is a thing, which we'll get to very shortly.
While we were on terrain, are all the elevated locations on this map, they're all considered basically the same height?
Yes.
Okay.
An excellent question. Here's what I want. We have no night intervals. This game allows night intervals, which is really cool. I think it's neat. Where did my spent go?
Oh, N-I-G-H-T.
No, it's not Kniggets. No, you're right. It is not, in fact, Kniggets. We do have, on this, I'll do this right now. We do have roads. The only roads that matter, and God, look, by the way, if I haven't said it, this map is the work of the amazing Mechanical Turk. Thank you, Turk. I love what he does. These beige roads are not, have no effect. These brown ones do. Those are the significant roads that actually affect the game. Movement along a road by limbered artillery or units in column costs half the distance traveled.
So you move twice as far.
Exactly. You get a 2-for-1.
I'm assuming this is a river and this is a stream.
That you are correct, sir. Where was I? Where's my... surely, there we go. Streams can be crossed anywhere, subject to a movement penalty of 3 inches for infantry or 6 for cavalry. A unit may end its movement with a base or bases crossing the stream, but if any of the unit's front edges cross the stream when it moves off, it must pay the penalty again. I, by the way, love that rule. Why? Because I know what he means. It makes clear to me how he intends to deal with these things. And of course, BUAs. We have them. BUAs are of 2 kinds, villages and towns. We have nothing but villages except Lutzen. We see all the circles, those are villages. We have 1 town. I doubt we're going to have any fighting in town, but then again, what do I know? You guys are crazy that way.
If the Allies make it to Lutzen, we're in...
Yeah, if the Allies make it to Lutzen, the French may have a problem.
Turn 2, we'll be fighting in Lutzen. I guarantee it.
Villages have no effect on movement. Towns are difficult terrain. A village has no effect on visibility and is effectively transparent in game turns. I swear to God, if you guys get into a fight over a town, I'm going to be weirded out. If at least half of an infantry unit's bases are in at least part in a BUA, this counts as being in a BUA and can claim cover from it. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough with these little bitty buggers. Fire against infantry in a village receives a left shift. An individual base could be.
Might be able to manage it if you have them in depth.
Yeah, if you went in depth, I think so. Yeah. All right, that's all of that. I cannot believe I'm having such a hard time. The only thing I fault Chris Pringle for, seriously, it's the only thing, he absolutely refuses to release these as PDFs. Which as a result, I think it's a theft thing. I really do. Which I guess I respect, because what do I know? But by the same token, it makes it insanely difficult to search this dear thing.
Yeah, couldn't find spent. And we're like, well, if
I can find spent, I know what it is, but I just can't. I can't do it with guessing, because if I guess it, you'll all yell at me and I'll be wrong and stuff like that.
No, you're the one who has the rule book, so we can't.
Yeah, that's true. I can say whatever it is. You're right. I could lie. I could absolutely.
This might be like a just absolutely stupid question, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Sure.
You can't break down the divisions to operate as brigades, right?
Correct.
So like for example, you couldn't have a division in 2 different formations.
Correct. I don't think that's stupid at all. The assault. Why has he not? Surely he intends to tell me somewhere.
Is there like a morale section?
You'd think that, but there's not. Of all the very, very strange things not to include, because it affects. Oh wait, it's a movement effect too. So I wonder if did he do a terms thing in the front? Oh, he did. I think. Tactically adept. Troop quality. There it is. It varies by the quality of the unit. See, I knew it was something like that. You begin fresh. Raw units become spent after they lose a single base.
That's it.
Trained units with 2, veterans with 3, artillery never. If you're down to a single base, you are removed from the table.
So
Damn.
for veteran units, a lot of veteran units on this table is not gonna. They will never become spent. They will just die.
Yeah, they that's exactly it. All right.
Especially the old guard. Oof.
Yeah,
Well, but this is going to be bloody. It's also going to be brief.
Well, it's interesting though, because if you look at the old guard, he makes them veterans, fair enough, but there's only 2 of them.
Yeah.
There's only 2 bases, which is, and yes, they have skirmishers, and yes, they're aggressive. That's great, but again, there's 2 of them.
Yeah, I guess if you lose a base just for die rolls, it's over.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're the guard's gonna recool like a crazy thing, like a thing that recools.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, though, it's very hard to lose 2 bases in one go unless you do very terribly on assault.
I'll lose my bases.
Give me a minute, you'll see. You'll be proud of me, Mom.
That sounds like a challenge.
It does.
Okay,
It really does.
Alrighty
So
then.
here's the deal. This is an 8-turn game. It's an 8-turn game. The French win if they hold 4 objectives. I'll show you what those are very shortly.
Well, we all know Lutzen's one.
You would, yeah, right. The French, it's a draw if they only hold 3. It's an Allied victory if they hold 2 or fewer. Lutzen is a town. All others, as I said, are strongly built. Oh, interesting. They are villages, but provide 2 levels of cover against fire and assault. Oh.
Ooh, interesting.
All slopes are gentle. All water courses other than the Flossgraben are streams. The Flossgraben obviously is the blue thing, the big blue wet thing. The Flossgraben it still does, ran in a deep cut. It can be forded by infantry at the cost of half a move. Cavalry and artillery can cross only at the bridges. The banks were planted and block line of sight between units on the same level. unless one of the units is in base-to-base contact with the bank.
Interesting.
A bit like the GTA rule.
Exactly, very much like it. There are 5 objectives, which we will mark. Let's see here. The French will deploy first. The Allies move first. Note that York's Prussian Corps and some of Tomasov's Russian force may not move until turns 2 and 3 respectively. On the French side, the Imperial Guard may not move until turns 4 and 5. So you're stuck there for a minute. Well, before we go into all our deployment craziness, who's the Emperor?
I guess it's me, because I took the color and no one else wanted it. So.
Who joins Chrono on the French side?
I shall.
Grim is there. All right, Achilles, are you Blucher?
I don't think Chrono wants me
God, no.
shouting at them as the Emperor.
All right, I will be Blucher.
You want to be
Struck
Blucher?
Makes a perfect Blucher.
You are a Blucher. All right, and then you will join him and share out these things. Let's talk about deployments. I got them as close to them as I could. I believe we said the French deploy first, so here we go. That's Borodino. I will get you into the wrong place that way, won't I?
Most assuredly.
I don't see any fleshes around.
Yeah, I don't see a great redoubt.
Ney
You're not in
himself,
the right country.
I believe we will find, is in Lutzen. Hooray, found him right there.
Having a good time.
Suum is to be in Rana and or Gorschen, where I've put him.
All right.
So it's, and you don't have to, you understand the principle I'm talking about. I'm just putting them in the general area.
Yep.
Brenier is in Kaya.
He appears to be, yes.
Gerard is in Starsiedel.
Oh, there he is.
Yep.
That sounds painful.
It does right in he's got him right in the Starsiedel. Ricard may be up to 6 inches north of Kaya. And north is up towards Lutzen, so
North and this way, okay.
yeah. So he can be up in that area. There is a 4-unit trained smoothbore musket, ungeneraled, which should be 3 inches south of Lutzen. Should be these guys. No, it's IG.
These guys?
Are they labeled? I'm sorry. They should. Yeah, they're 3 core. Yep.
So these guys are going to come up here.
Yeah, they're going to be 3 inches within 3 inches south of Lutzen. There should be 3 inches south of Lutzen. There should then be 2 trained cavalry within 3 inches of Gorschen. There
Is
they
it
are.
these guys?
Yeah, that's those guys. That's that. The point of that is those were the pickets that were out there, not realizing the entire Prussian army was on the other side of that ridge. There's
Pretty bad pickets.
yeah, they were. They almost cost Napoleon this battle in a big way.
They were on the wrong side of the hill.
And then
You don't hear?
and then you have 2 artillery, 3rd Corps artillery. I hope there they are. You can place them with any division within the 3rd Corps.
Okay. I'll put them out here for now.
We then go to Marmont with the 6th Corps. He arrives turn 2 on.
Okay.
That's him right here. Yeah.
Yep, there's one on. Yep.
Yeah, it's over there. He arrives turn 2 on the road where you might expect him. Except, so the 4 trained and the 1 gun arrive 2. The next unit and gun arrive 3. And the final 4 arrive 4.
So, 2, 3, 4 then.
Exactly. So they follow one after the other. Mortier and the Imperial Guard. Everybody is in Lutzen. I remind you that you are fixed until the 4th and 5th turns.
Are they in Lutzen?
Well, they're not going to fit in Lutzen. I mean, get them up at Lutzen. I mean, get them close. Do something respectable. Be honest. I know you are. MacDonald. He arrives the north edge on turn 4. basically on this road. He actually, I take it back. He's got to arrive within 18 inches of this corner. And he arrives 4. La Tour Marburg, same spot, turn 5. And finally, Bertrand, west edge, 18 inches of the southwest corner, turn 4. Assume that's who you got left. Yep.
North, south, east, west. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. That's everybody there. So I'm going to leave you guys to deploy, because you got to deploy first anyway, while I talk to my allied friends. Here we go. You've got Prince Wittgenstein. Where's he holding now?
What is the plan?
He's
my
right
emperor?
there.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna try and hold this as long as we can.
You got to say his whole. You got to say his whole name: Louis Adolf Peter, first Prince of Saint Wittgenstein, Ludwigsburg, Berlesburg. He can be with any Russian unit.
Okay.
Blucher, within 6 inches of the south edge, 24 to 36 inches from the southeast corner.
Okay, 6 inches from the south edge.
And then 24 to 36 inches from this corner. You're feeling it. I think that's probably going to prevent you from crossing the river, is the bottom line.
Yeah. Okay, so hold on. So his first corps essentially is.
Yeah, the only exception is you do have, and I will have to go over this, you have veteran cavalry under von Dolfs.
Yep.
Those guys have a very special ability. It is one of the few things that changed from basic bloody big battles in the Napoleonic supplement. That is shock cavalry, which gets a bonus in melee. Horrors.
Wow, they're going up front.
They are on the south edge, 12 to 24 inches from the southwest corner.
Southwest. Oh God. Directions.
That way.
Over here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's over here.
They're basically
So-
on this side of the stream. They're over here.
Well, Pulp 24. They can be.
Yep, it's the
Yeah,
stream.
they're basically between this stream and.
Yeah,
Can you
that-
measure 24 for me, please?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Close enough. Okay, and then 6 inches up
Nope, on the edge.
on the edge.
They are on the
You have an
edge.
18-inch movement, so you're.
Yeah, I don't think you're worried.
Okay. So they're there.
Uh-huh.
First corps is 24 to 36 from the other, and 6 inches.
It's
up.
the road
Okay.
to the river.
Yeah.
And then we get to York. They're on the south edge, within 6 inches of the road exit, fixed until turn 2. That should be a single unit.
And their cannon. So
That should be second corps. That's Prussian 2 corps. Yep.
And sorry, where are they?
They are within 6 inches of this road exit. Yep, exactly. Fixed until turn 2. They are joined by their second corps gun.
Okay. Grim, I'm gonna give you Marmont, and then I can split 3 corps with you for the moment.
Yeah.
Achilles, what do you want, by the way?
We can figure out everyone else as they show up.
Yeah.
Well, I guess since you're Blucher, you've got most of the Prussians. What do we got for Russians here?
You got Russians are coming.
Okay. I'm going to finish dealing with this thing then, and you can tell Achilles what his Russian do.
All right. You begin with Berg. You are going to be within 6 inches of the south edge, 6 inches east of Blucher's corps. That is 5 aggressive. Ooh, that's nice. 5 aggressive. That is some good troops. Holy cow, I didn't notice that.
Aggressive veterans. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're aggressive veterans. These guys are serious. And that is the Russian 2 corps? No, it's the Russian 1 corps.
Yeah, it's the first corps.
There they
Russian
are.
First corps.
Yeah, where is that? Where are those
Where are
boys?
they?
They're right here.
Oh, I put them in there. They're in the right spot. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have to be 6 inches east of wherever he deploys.
And
6 inches east of
So you could easily just be on that road. That path.
right here. Assuming he leaves these guys here.
Yep. So that's those boys plus their gun. You then get Vitsingoroda, which is the Russian 2 Corps, which is also 2 units. Plus, it's all these guys. Is this Vitsingoroda? Yeah, it's all these boys.
what's that?
Plus
Battery.
plus this gun, which is the best gun on the board. It fires a devastating volley.
Which gun is that?
This one here.
Oh, this one. Oh, okay.
Those boys arrive on the south edge, 24 to 36 inches from the southwest corner on turn 1. So they
basically between here and here.
on turn 1.
So basically where he's got them.
Yep.
Mhm.
So they'll be marching on turn 1. The next is Tomasov, who is not here. He's not a leader. He doesn't get a stand anyway. But still, it's this Russian main army, the RMA. Those guys all arrive within 6 inches of that same road exit on turn 4.
Within 6 inches of
That same
this
exit.
road exit?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. On turn 4.
Yep.
Okay.
And my Prussians are locked in till win again, sorry.
They are fixed till turn 2, York.
Got it.
2nd Corps.
Okie dokie.
So the only maneuver element we have on turn 1 is Prussian First Corps.
No, you've also got those Russians marching on.
Oh, the Russian. Oh, yeah. These guys coming
Mhm.
on.
Russian 2 Corps
And-
would most move, yeah.
Russian First Corps, you said, is they can't move, or
No,
can
they're going to be a maneuver element right from jump. Those
Okay.
guys, yep.
All right, very good.
Tomasov is there for, and then finally, you have these Cossacks. You get one. Yeah, they are fragile. To go to Destruct's earlier
Of course
question,
they are.
you get 1 unit of fragile troops. 2 of them. They come in 2s. They are. They believe it or not, though, they have skirmishers, which makes
Hard to
sense.
shoot.
It reflects the difficulty in shooting them because they don't have any guns. They can only
Right.
melee, but it reflects the difficulty in actually shooting the bastards. They arrive on the south edge within 6 inches of the road exit on turn 1.
Oh,
So they're right there.
within 6 inches of here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll see who's talking to us, if anybody. Oh, jeez. Oh, Dave Pumphouse, good to see you. Haz, good to see you. Hey, Red Ouroboros. It's actually division level. Chick Canova, good to see you. Welcome and good evening.
You said within 6 inches of that road exit.
Yes,
You
sir.
say east-west, right?
Yes,
So it could be
either way.
side. All right. Very good.
And you only get 2 of them at first.
Oh, well.
The other 2 will arrive on turn 4 from the same spot. Or they don't have to be the same spot. It could be 6 inches the other way if you wanted.
Okay.
And what are our objectives?
Oh, you know.
What are
That
we
might
fighting
be-
for?
That might be useful
Silly
if you're
bastard.
Going to deploy.
French Liberty.
Oh, my goodness gracious me. Such a thing to forget. I promise I will fix that tile before the night is through, but I got Austrians on that side for right now.
Oh, destruct whenever you get a chance. I put us I created a team for us.
Oh, thank you. Sorry about that. Austrian flag?
Did I not just apologize? Did I not just apologize?
Sorry, I was not paying attention.
Clearly. people are very, very spoiled.
I feel like we're being disrespected there.
We are being disrespected.
Yeah.
You know I love you.
But he loves the Austrians more. Apparently. I like these Russian flags that kind of look like
Don't they look like the Imperial Japanese Navy?
Yes, exactly.
They really do.
I wonder if that could have caused some confusion during the Russo-Japanese War.
It could change by then, but it might have.
I don't know. It
uniforms
was
are different
still
colors.
Imperial Russia, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7.
So, here is the deal. These are combined objectives.
Aha.
This is 1, and this is 2. So you actually only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do you get this one? You have to, I swear, I'm going to be impressed if the French get this one. You got to get a French unit to within 6 inches of this, and no intervening allies.
We'll help you get the achievement.
Easy enough.
Yeah, you will unlock the achievement.
We're achievement hunting, clearly.
I
They
believe.
put them there just to like, if you really want to try for it. I think it's also partially to prevent like the allies from going, oh, we're just gonna go shoot off this way and ignore this for a minute.
I don't know. Should this be a Prussian or a Russian flag? What do you think?
It seems like that's a good question because it's like almost 50-50.
Russians are
Well, Blue
Russians
Crow
are
would
there
argue.
first.
Blue Crow's
Yeah.
probably gonna Blue Crow probably argue for Russian.
Yeah, it's true. So clearly, we were the ones who won this battle.
Luca kicked it off, so
I swear, Turk. Stop it. You did a lovely job. Turk is abusing himself in the chat
For what?
Well,
for not texturing it enough. Stop. It's very, very nice.
it's lovely. I mean, for my
I'm
old
supposed to
eyes,
be the one who does the abusing.
Yeah. There
So,
you go.
stop
That is the
beating
grim.
yourself up.
That is the grim harbinger's job. Everyone knows that.
One thing though, I'm kind of curious about is okay,
Uh-huh.
the French have to hold 4 of the 5. Okay, and they're all like, I mean, everything is like, seems like it's pretty close. It's almost like, why the depth back here? If the battle gets back here, they've already lost.
Well,
feeling.
right now, the way I see the battle, and we'll see as it evolves, the French have got to get everybody moving.
Yeah.
And if they don't, that's what the back end is for to me.
Yeah, it's to give us management to work with.
Yeah.
Because
gives us a bit of maneuvering
in
space.
theory, you could like, cut it down to like here probably and just say, "Oh, they come on," but that kind of doesn't make for as interesting a game. I feel like.
Well, also like we're numbered. We have to take this and then hold it for however many turns. So I feel like it might be a bit easy at first, and then it's gonna get real hard real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't think any of it's going to be easy. I'm just kind of curious as to why. It just struck me that, I mean, you've got all that space that's outside the.
Well,
where the
you know,
battle's actually
the battle happened over that space. I mean, this fight here is interesting because remember the French are coming, right? You know, it's
Yeah, they're approaching from 3 different directions.
and you've got a butt ton of Russians. I guess we'll see. By the way, you notice now there are Prussian flags on the other side. Thank you. You're welcome. Here we go.
Do you have some Russian ones too?
Just because to make us feel maybe. Well, what if Russians take him? Can then we have a Russian flag?
Yeah.
Oh dear Lord.
What
Yeah,
is this?
three-sided
The
objective
13
marker.
where you're actually both trying to show each other up with your commands.
Exactly.
competing
Would
flags.
the Allies have command issues early 1813? Clearly, this is it.
All right.
I
Well,
think the Allies always had command issues. That was part of the problem.
Well, I still am amazed that they all agreed to the Schwarzenberg plan to this day. Okay, nobody attacks Napoleon unless everybody is there. That they got Blucher to accept that is just amazing to me.
Oh yeah, especially considering he almost got caught by Napoleon after the summer truce.
Yep. Everybody set?
Think so.
Give it a try? We'll give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
Allies go first. You got to try to motivate somebody. And remember, these guys do come on this turn. So you do have a couple units of guys coming on. So they got to roll too.
Would you like to motivate your Russians to do something, Achilles?
I'd like to. We'll see if that works. Okay. I'll start on what would be my right-hand side over here. So it's going to be
Okay.
this guy.
All right, so that's going to be von Berg. Now, he's right there. He is moving his first corps, which is awesome. So let's take a look at this chart, since we already talked about it. They are in the command radius, which is a plus. They're in column of march, which is a plus. They are not passive or fragile or in difficult terrain, and they are certainly not spent. So it's a 2d6 plus 2. Higher is always better here.
All right. 2d6 plus 2.
Ooh,
Started off very, very well. Had they actually lost a base, they would have picked one up. Well done. However, they now get a full move. 12 inches, I should say. If that, as I say, that is not one of the actual roads, but still, they do get to cross there if they wish.
That should get us into there pretty easily.
Well, all you got to do, remember, you're supposed to, you can follow along a road. So we're going to certainly let you follow along a path. So just measure the front guy and bring everybody else to conform, unless you're changing formation at some point.
Okay.
So we basically call them roads, but don't get the benefit of roads.
Exactly.
But we still have to pivot and then move. Right?
Exactly. But again, if you're following a road, you don't.
Okay, fair enough.
You just snake along. So yes, you've got that. Keep marching unless you don't want to, unless you want to stop.
Well, that's the question. Okay, I mean, we've grabbed that objective. How much further do we really need to go?
Well, you can do a Le Grand Flanc.
What?
What you talking about, boy?
And then MacDonald arrives and flanks the flankers.
Yeah. And then you just bring up everybody behind him. And remember, generals will be moving last.
All right.
What has happened to the year? I can't believe it's July already.
No kidding, man.
Well, it's my birthday next week, so
Is it?
yeah, there you go.
Hey, stolat, man.
last time I checked it was damn April or May.
And I think I probably should.
Nope, the gun is separate.
Oh, the gun is separate.
You roll for the gun separately.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Interesting. Okay. Well, let's roll for the gun. Then.
Well, they are also in order. They're limbered, so they too get a +2. That's good.
Yeah, sounds good.
That's
Oh, no,
not.
yeah.
That's not as good. On a 4, they are no move. They get to stand there. Well done.
All right then.
Clearly, you don't need them.
Yeah. Who else would you like to try to move?
I guess these Cossacks, they come on turn 1.
Mm-hmm. One pair. Now, are these guys? Obviously, I've got them as first and second, so you can probably bring the first on, I guess. The only reason they're called that is so I could keep them apart. Fragile doesn't. I don't believe. Does that have an effect
I would
here?
think fragile impact.
Yeah, it's only if they're
wait.
disrupted. If they're disrupted. So they are not in command, but they are in columns, so they get a +1.
All right.
There you go.
Much better. So with a +1 at a 9 full move, and they are cavalry, so 18 inches.
18. All right.
Lovely. Cossacks. Nobody
They're
likes
on a
anything more.
Reconnaissance in depth.
Yes, they are.
Oh, and he gets an extra turn because he's cavalry, right? Like an extra pivot.
Yes, he does.
Oh, so I can turn like.
Yeah, at the end of his move, yep.
Okay.
Apparently, anytime during your move, we only get one. So.
Yeah.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, very good. All right, there's my Cossacks.
Who else?
You want to start with your Prussians now?
Yeah, I'll start with this three base unit right here. On
These
the right.
fellas are in lines, but they are. Is that their commander? Is that Blucher? That's good old Blucher. Good old Blucher. +1. A 9. That's a full move. Infantry is 12 inches.
Do you want to retire your cavalry?
Not this time, no.
Okay. And you gotta, if you're coming in at 3 inches.
So I have to stop there?
No, if you have the movement, you can go in there and seek to engage him. And so you square up. Take this guy, stick him in that guy.
That
Like
just-
fully, or just the
No,
one
it's
base?
it's like that. You know, it's the way you had it before. That's it.
Okay, hold on. Let me just make them touch.
Nice.
And
Yes. Well, make them kiss. Okay. Keep going.
I'm gonna get this 4-man unit here to try to move.
Okay. They also
Or
are
actually, you know what? Before I do that, can I interpenetrate into contact?
not in, well into contact. If you mean over there, it's something that was coming this way. You mean?
Yes.
Well, it's going to come down to your facing. It's going to be awful tough to hit him.
Okay. But okay, and then second question. You had mentioned that if this guy is touching that guy who's touching that guy, he supports in combat.
He can actually shove him back.
I meant in the assault.
Yeah.
There's
mhm.
something about you
Yes.
touching someone.
Yeah,
right?
if
Yeah.
he touches him, he can shove him back and he takes his place is the bottom line.
Oh, so I don't get like a bonus for having
No,
help?
the
or
only way you
something?
could get help is if he were in line and behind him, and then you could say you were fighting in depth, because right now neither of you are in depth.
Okay, right. I see. So I have to change formation, then move into basically go into line and then move up to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll deal with that later. Back to we're gonna go back to these guys.
Mm-hmm. A 7. That should be enough. Why, yes, indeed it is. 7 is a full move.
And do 2 contacts matter?
Yeah, it's going to be the number of guys touching.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. This artillery on the left is gonna move.
Mm-hmm. Just enough.
I can unlimber them and still move, right?
I think what you mean to say is you can move it on limber, yeah?
Yeah. That.
It costs half a move.
It's half move, but yeah.
Okay. So I move 6 and then just turn around.
Yep.
You know what? They're gonna touch. Okay. This is going swimmingly, and I don't like it.
Well, he hasn't shot at you yet.
That's true, but at least I'm outside of most musketry.
Yeah, it's that cannon I'm thinking of.
Yeah, me too.
I'll be fine. I'm
If
gonna
only
move
we had Bessier here.
gonna move this cannon up the road.
Okay. Yes, full move.
He gets half. He gets 2 for 1 for that. So.
Oh yeah, and that's a major road too. Yep, thank you.
In theory, you could roll his cannon all the way here.
You
Yep.
can assault the town with that cannon.
We've talked about this.
If I want to unlimber at the end of my move, do I move? Like, do I still get the the double and then half that?
No, you should be spending at a 2-to-1. So like, you figure
12 inches and
let's
then
you go 6, so now you've spent 3, right?
Okay,
you could
so
go 12
I
inches
can
down the
go I
road
can go
and on
12. Yeah, is what I'm asking. That feels a bit close, but you know, whatever. Big bloody battles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the infantry behind them are gonna go. Maybe.
No worries, he's not going to come out of there after you.
Oh, there's human.
Man, the Prussians are in. Russians have made only one choice against it.
They move 12, and then they're gonna
do a thing.
Boy.
And that's
Lily Blucher needs to be reminded what happened in 1806.
Yeah, he didn't learn.
Unfortunately,
He didn't learn that
Unfortunately-
lesson the way you'd think.
unfortunately, this is
very
also-
different army.
It's also not the Grand Army of 1806, unfortunately.
Yeah.
True.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I wasn't there, but Ridley Scott was.
Stop it! I'm still mad.
I'm gonna move these guys.
We do not mention heresy.
Ooh.
5 plus 1.
6. No, that's gonna get you half a move, I think.
That
You know
should
what,
be
that's-
half a move,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a half.
okay.
It's a half.
Ooh, lordy, they coming.
And then lastly, the cannon.
Not quite sure what else we expected them to do, but yes, they are.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could have just hung out on the south end of the board. But
That would have been fine, yeah.
Yeah, you'd been fine with that. All equal.
6 and unlimber.
Yep.
Well, you could have just walked off.
Okay. I think that is literally everything I have. Do we have something coming on?
I do. The second corps comes on now,
Yeah.
and you still have these cavalry, but they
Oh,
can't
crap.
move, right?
Yeah, they can't. Oh, sorry. That second corps wasn't allowed to move till turn 2.
Oh dear.
That's okay, we knew where they were.
And it was
Yeah.
such a good move too.
It
Oh,
was.
you can give that roll to the one to the Von Dolph.
They can't
Is
move
he-
right now either.
Yeah, they're
I
stuck
I don't
too.
know. They
Mind
can
them.
move, yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of these guys, these allies that are stuck.
Sorry.
But these the second corps does come on now, right?
Let's see.
And
I think
Wait.
you're absolutely right.
What turn does Von Dolph get released?
I'm going to I'll take a little peek here. That's I was going in there anyway. Fundolf. No. Yeah, Fundolf is now. Fundolf is now.
Okay. Can I just use that roll for
Yes. Yeah, the Russian 2 Corps comes on now.
can
Okay.
I ask the Dalinor question?
Sure.
Can cavalry assault towns?
How much do you want to? We're in death, and we're.
They're going to get a +2 shift on that, and
I didn't say
if it was a good
smart move.
idea,
It
yeah.
is technically possible, though.
Yes, you can.
Or
Yes.
just ask what the Vistula Legion found out at Saragossa.
Yeah, exactly.
Achilles, I wasn't planning to charge the town.
Oh, I didn't think you were, but I just wanted to know about the mechanic, just in case.
Of course, just in case that was on the table somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. So this piece of the Russian 2 Corps under Vitsingoroda comes on now too.
Yes. Herr Blucher, do you have an objective for me other than the one I've taken already? Is there a plan?
Yeah. There is a plan.
There is. That's very exciting.
Do you,
I
do you
love
see-
plans.
do you- do you see this jumble of Frenchmen that's gonna hurt us soon?
Sure.
Can you protect the left flank of the Prussian advance?
Just stop every Frenchman that comes through Starzeedle.
That's all you need to do. It's not a
problem.
big deal. No.
You don't have to
Uh,
go out. You don't have to go out that way, but just I need someone protecting my left flank.
Sure. I've got a corps, or whatever there is of a corps here. Okay. All right. So it's 2, and they've got their leader, and they're in column, right?
Yeah. Everything's there. So that's a +2.
All right. Well, hopefully we do better than earlier. Well, not
That's
much.
6. A half. That's a half.
That's all
Better
right.
than no move.
Yeah, they didn't have to go very far, so that's okay. Oh, the cavalry will be different, right?
Cavalry
Yes.
guns are separate units, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, don't short
Bring 'em up to
yourself.
the-
You
yeah,
get up to
Bring them
there.
up to the edge, and come on.
Perfect.
Well, almost. Now it's perfect. All right, cavalry. Same. Same.
They're much more enthusiastic.
Yeah, well, they're cavalry.
And don't forget your extra pivot.
Yeah, okay. And they come on. Do they come on right behind, or can they come up to the side? Or
They can absolutely be to the side. Their horse. They'll drive around given the opportunity.
all right. I think we'll pivot them before we even start here.
So you know how you said there's depth and then there's march column, right?
Yes.
If you only have 2 units, which one's which?
You can't. You can't form depth if you have only 2. You need 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Here comes the cavalry.
So did you want to start them on the board in march column?
I'm not sure I see a reason why not. There's nobody. I don't anticipate them coming out after me. If they do, that would be nice, actually.
Okie dokie.
All right, and the guns. Wow, having trouble with guns today. All right.
They're so heavy.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, Jim. Is that?
I'm sorry. What did you get?
For a half. I rolled a 4.
A 4 is a 5, which is should be 2 actually. Yeah, that's a half. Sorry.
All right. Definitely 6. There we go. All right. The Russians are on. And I guess we're now at the move commander stage.
Yes, please. Relocate your commanders.
Do they get a move distance?
18.
18. The reason it's done that way is because of the significant +1 they give to the march phase.
Sorry, I wasn't marking that for any reason. No sort of a notification.
Okay.
Everybody all moved?
I believe so.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the first thing we get to do, which is always super duper fun, is defensive fire.
Hooray! I think only one unit who can do that.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's a cannon here.
Who they want to shoot at?
Let's shoot these infantry coming in.
Yeah, so you're going to have shot them as they were marching towards you. So what would you measure their distance at? 4? I think that's fair.
I'll say 4, yeah.
And then we look at your chart, we see that at 4, at anything over 3, you throw a 3.
Yep.
So he's throwing 3, which is pretty mighty relative to the muskets, I guess. And we click over to here, and we look for our modifiers. The firer does not have a skirmisher. The target is not tactically inept. It is not flanked. Do you have skirmishers, Prussian people? I think you do.
They do.
Yes.
So that will be a left shift. I think that's it.
Yeah.
So Chrono would have been a 4, so he drops to a 2.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
8. I think it's a whiff.
Yeah, it is just barely a whiff. It would have been a hit had it been a 4. So they're going to come on.
That's all defensive fire.
Yeah.
Because my cavalry has none.
Yeah, the horses shall have none. All right. I am trying desperately as I page. I'm frantically paginating to see if there are any restrictions on hitting the cavalry, but I don't think there are. They just can evade is the point. If you want them to, but obviously, Chrono chose not to.
Otherwise, they're going to run right into the town. I'll stop that for as long as I can.
Yeah, no,
I think it's more surprised.
Yeah, I don't.
Those guys need to be punished anyway for doing such a piss poor job of picketing.
Yeah, they're going to catch it straight in the puss for having not picketed well. Is that a thing?
Yes,
It is.
The survivors will definitely learn this lesson in a way no other way they could, in a way they could not learn any other way.
Yeah, I think that's all of it. All right. Now, that takes me to my second point, which is can guns that unlimber fire?
I thought they could, but maybe I'm misremembering. It's been a long
Yeah,
time since I played.
these are all the little things that you miss, and you suddenly gotta. Not a column shifts. That's eligibility, target eligibility, general procedures. Calculating fire factors. Yeah, I know you would have fired at them had you had a gun. I know that.
Unfortunately, I have none. So.
If artillery has moved more than half a move, which it certainly did, it may not then fire in the offensive phase. However, it may unlimber or pivot in place and then fire with half its firepower, as these actions are equivalent to half a move. So yes, you most certainly did move more than half a move, because you eat half to do it, and then you move.
Oh, it still counts. I get
Yeah.
it. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
knew-
I fire at half.
No, you get none because you moved
no,
more
no.
than half.
If you sat still and limbered, you would then
Yes.
you would get.
I understand now. Okay, cool.
So that takes us to melee. That takes us to melee.
And these guys obviously don't fire because they assaulted.
Correct.
No, they do fire.
Yeah.
I thought they did fire.
Do they
I thought
fire?
they did
these-
get-
do
I
they
thought
got
they
sh-
got an assault fire, but I thought they fired on the way.
Oh, I think you are right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah.
In the
Oh,
in
jeez.
the sequence of play, as I wrote it down, you have move, defensive fire, then offensive fire.
Well, you do have offensive fire, but the question is, do you get it in assault? And I
thought they
think
did,
I
because
think
you
Chrono
said,
was.
like, the rear. You
yeah.
said the rear rank, the rear element.
That's
of
it.
the-
Yep. So who do you?
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Who do you wish to shoot first? Oh, actually, no. What am I saying? Everybody gangs up. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4,
Seven.
5, 6, 7. All trained. Oh no, veterans. Look at that. Skirmishers. More than
The
half.
right
They've all got them. So.
I have. I don't think I have skirmishers. I think I'm just bog standard cavalry.
Yeah, you don't. You're not squirrely Cossacks. So it's 7. It's 7. You have skirmishers, which is a right shift. Is that it?
So I start at 9 and I shift to 12.
Well, I'm just that's very likely to be the case. I'm sorry, I'm just bugging. So yeah, 7, 9, shift to 12. That's it. Yep, you're exactly right.
All right, throw on my 2 dice. It's 2 dice, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yep. Oh no.
A4. That regrettably is nothing. I don't know how you did
Wow.
that. That was right under.
Awesome.
Everything else would have done much.
Look, it's only fair. He just missed, and I just missed.
It's a very polite exchange of fire.
Why?
There
Why
was a
that?
section on etiquette, you know.
Why? Yeah, that's true.
probably
There was an
gonna go-
etiquette section. Oh my gosh.
It'll go much better for you. So
Yeah, this I think is going to come out much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 2, which
3-1.
by all the old rules of D&D and advanced squad leader is 3-1. Let's go down this, and we see the defenders not covered, not on flank, but there is that 3, and nobody's aggressive, are they?
I think are the Prussians, are the Vets aggressive? Yeah, they are.
Oh dear, that's a 1. We got an in-depth. That's a 1. So that's a total of 5.
I just like maxed out.
5. You've done evil things. Let's just accept that and move on. Well, the first thing you're going to do though is you're both going to roll. It's of all the dumb things. It's 1d6, right?
It's what you said in the sequence of play.
Yeah,
So I'm
please.
assuming you're correct.
Yeah. Well, oh, you're nice, but that was dumb. That's very kind. Yeah,
They
each will
teach you about assuming.
each will roll a 1. You will now each roll a 1d6.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Starting
dear.
with a 3, and it'll be modified to an 8. Well, it doesn't get any higher than that. Defender loses 2 bases and retires a
They're
full
dead.
move.
They're
Yeah.
dead. There's 2 bases there. They're just dead.
Now the attacker must exploit, but is not disrupted.
All right, what does exploiting mean?
Yeah, you got me to exploit real quick. Hang on a second.
This is the part where the armor and mechanized units pour through the gap.
Where are my panzers?
Wo are my Panzers? Where are they gone? So I cannot believe you got me to exploit that quickly.
Like I threw things at things, and things happened.
Next turn, we're going to be fighting in the BUA over here.
Yeah, actually,
In the town.
this is actually where this could go badly. A unit required to or choosing to exploit, you conduct an assault against an enemy unit that is in the exploiting unit's front firing arc and within half its normal movement distance. So that's going to be
guess
straight.
what?
Yeah, that's going to be straight into gross Gorschen.
So both of them contact.
Yeah,
that.
this assault is resolved immediately without any defensive or offensive fire. You must exploit. A unit can exploit once per turn. You observe Zoc. An exploiting unit may join an assault by another unit that is not... No, that's not it. A general who is within 6 inches of a friendly unit at any point during its exploitation may join that unit and go with it, if you wish.
Oh, absolutely. Blucher's going.
Yeah.
Who could stop him?
Yeah, this, however, well, I guess we'll find out. This is... There is no defensive fire, but the artillery counts.
I can't stop that from happening.
Yeah, no, you can't, because you came bum rushing at it.
Man, Chrono, that just basically totally negated the idea of using those guys as a...
I rolled terribly.
Yeah, the roll didn't help. So it's...
If I rolled higher, they would have
But
speed
I
bumped.
I would have thought the same way. I mean, at least those guys would,
Well,
You
the
know.
thing is, even if you lost one base, you still disperse, because at one base you
Right.
die.
If I rolled higher, they would not have gotten the exploit.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the exploit. The exploitation is what you're seeing here, for sure.
I may have still, because, plus 4 to 6 is still attacker may exploit.
Right. But yeah, you went into must exploit territory.
Yeah.
Okay. These are so this is 1, 2, 3, 4 in depth. They get a double shift. They get a +2 because of the terrain they're in. So what does he get for the gun? Is it just 1?
Oh, the gun just counts the base, I guess.
I think it does.
Just counts the numbers.
Yeah.
So
So
5. So they
Yeah,
get a
no,
numbering
no.
bonus then.
that's 5. Yeah, that's 5 to
5 to
7. So it's 1 to 1. So you don't get that. In addition, they're going to get... So for you... we'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus aggressive
Plus 1
8.
yeah.
Skirmisher 9. But actually, that's a later modifier actually. So the first thing we have to do is set the number. So both of you 1d6.
Okay. Yeah, let's move that around.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
oh, dang.
So that is a 3. So 3 for the aggressive is 4, for the skirmishers is 5, for the in-depth is 6.
Skirmishers.
No.
Skirmishers not?
In depth. Aggressive and in depth.
Okay, so
That's what I get.
again it's a 3, 4, 5. Got it. Chrono 5, 4, 3, 2. Net 2. Defender retires 3 inches. Attacker occupies defender. Both are disrupted. Rather different result.
My Blucher was part of this. Does that count?
It doesn't. I don't think that matters in the assault, does it?
I don't know.
No. It only matters from the perspective of where he is at the start of the next turn.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so then I just take... I
Yep.
just move in.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have a disrupted thingy?
Yep, I sure do. Stolen from the Kriegspiel people. Thank you, Kriegspiel people.
Well, I'd say that was fairly successful.
Yeah, it sure seems that way.
Yeah, see, Chrono's ability to roll 1s all of a sudden, I don't know where that came from.
Yeah. Anything higher, that would have been.
That actually could have been a very bad thing for you, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's all our melees, right?
Yep.
A tie is devastating.
Oh, yeah. It is. It's because it said it's supposed to be both are disrupted, both lose a base, and both do it again.
Keep going.
Just keep going. Tell us how it went. So
I didn't hear no bell.
As you can see, Bloody Big Battles meant what it said.
Yeah.
and it doesn't kid around. All right, well, that's it. We go to the bottom of one. Bottom of one. It's now the French turn. Let's remind ourselves, because it seems to have been 100 years because we've been working through all these rules, who it is that gets to do things in turn one for the French. The turn one commands, let's see, it's not Marmont, not the boys up in Lutzen, not MacDonald.
Turn one.
Yeah, it's just going to be Ney and 3-Corps.
Be right back.
All right. All right,
Yeah,
Ney.
it's and the first element of Marmont arrives.
Yeah, actually, the first element of Marmont does not arrive until... Wrong one. Stop looking at Borodino. I know you love Borodino, but quit looking at it. First element of Marmont arrives next turn, yeah.
All right.
See, I may pretend to not listen,
But you are listening. I approve. Well done.
but I do listen.
All right. What you gonna do, Crono?
I'm thinking about it.
And don't
Well, we're gonna
forget to get
start
those
with
boys,
these
yeah.
guys who are in command and march. Well, no, let's move the guys up front first because these guys may be moving very far. We're gonna try for. These guys are attached, right? You said I had to attach it to division.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
they're
but
attacked, but you still have to activate them separately. But
Okay.
yeah, they're
We'll
they're
start with Renier there.
okay. That is that a half move? At a
That is
4?
no move. That's,
Oh dear. The gun, if you care to.
let's try Ricard first.
Okay.
5 is a half move, I should think.
Yeah, that is a half move.
Now we'll try the gun. Oh, they're
gun's
feeling
happy.
Oh
saucy.
jeez.
They're feeling saucy. So we'll come up this way.
And remember that the villages block nothing. So
We'll come up here and then deploy.
all right.
We'll go try an activation roll for these boys.
All right. Something you should note, Destruct. I don't know if Achilles is back. He should note it too.
I'm here.
This is a roll on a different chart because you are
Oh, yeah,
disrupted. It's the left side, so.
This is very much like Fire and Fury activation.
Haha, thank God.
Yeah, 6. So rally in place, no move. So what happens? That comes off. They're done.
And then I'll try for the gun.
That's more like
Good lord. Mm.
It's a full move, but
Yeah.
he's gonna stay where he
Yeah,
is.
I have a funny hunch he has a plan. So
And then we'll try these boys in back,
here they come.
who have a +2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're also booking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nate is like, wait a minute, you hear that? Now your gunfire.
Yeah. For those who don't know the story, Napoleon and Ney were walking around Lutzen waiting to figure out where the Prussians were. And Napoleon was narrating the story of the 17th century Battle of Lutzen to Ney up here at Lutzen when this battle started.
They're gonna get all the way up there and stop because
That is such atrocious reconnaissance.
Yes, it was. You know partially why? All his horses died in 1812.
yeah, he had very little cavalry.
Germany was cleaned out of good horse flesh.
Yeah.
I think that's all we have.
Yeah.
let's
So
try
that's
from
some.
Gerard.
You've got some defensive fire. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, please.
Let me roll Gerard really quick, just because I want to try something.
Oh, okay, sure. He's 3-Corps.
Half move now.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah.
he's just gonna pivot slightly.
Mhm.
Because there's shenanigans about.
There's shenanigans afoot. I can see them.
We're staring at
And
each other.
I guess I'll move the Prince of Moscow.
Yeah. Bring Ney on.
He's booking up the road.
Getting in range.
What's the
of his
command radius again?
You would ask me that. A most reasonable question, sir. Ooh, 6 inches.
Not a lot. Well, it gets this guy in command, so that's good.
That's
All
still-
right, so
still pretty cool.
that's it. Over to defensive fire, I suppose.
Defensive fire. Who's shooting?
Well, I guess I am.
I would think you are.
You're the only one who has stuff to shoot.
Yeah, they'd be these boys here.
Is this cannon on a hill? This
Yeah.
one?
Uh-huh.
But they
Okay.
also didn't they move or did they count?
No,
Yeah, but
they moved in
now
his.
we're at-
They moved in his turn.
Okay.
All right, let's. Oh, geez. So, how does shooting over your dudes work?
Yeah, you can. I know you can. The great debate about shoot over it continues apace, but generals do not block line of sight. You do love that. Well, no, I really wasn't worried that they would. Perhaps
It's the big hat.
it is. It's the hats are very, very dramatic and very
I
silly.
can't see the enemy, sir. Can you take your hat off?
Could you please take
Down
your
in front. Down in front.
down it, ma'am, your hat, ma'am.
Oh, pardon me, Marat.
Here we are. If the firer and the target are both at a higher level than the intervening unit, it does not block. If the firer and the friendly unit are on the same level and the target unit is higher, then it does not block. If the target and the friendly unit are on the same level and the firer is on a higher level, then that's none of the case. If the friendly unit is in a position where it seems like you cannot do it in the case that you're looking at. It would have to be that you are both at the same level or that you're shooting up.
Okay, so not shooting down over.
Right,
Got it.
exactly. Not shooting down over, exactly.
But this cannon can shoot.
Yes.
Well, I guess I might as well take its shot. Do I get to choose?
Yes,
or-
you do. That's your play. The only time you have to shoot at somebody is if they're charging you.
Well, I'll shoot the cannon.
You, sir, will shoot that cannon, sir. And what range? That's going to be a 3.
Yep.
So we'll just take a look at all those shifts. I don't think there's many.
I don't
I don't think there's... Are there any?
I don't think so.
Nope, that'd be it. So 3, so you're secretly a 4.
Yay! All right, here we go. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Okay, and then this group is obviously just going to fire straight ahead at the. They can all fire at the infantry, right?
Yes, they should all be, yeah. Now, obviously, it's 5 guys. It's not these guys in the back. They can't.
Yeah.
So the only question is
Or
this
halved,
guy.
or-
Yeah, and they're all going to be halved, of course. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 2.5. Yeah,
4.
2.5. Any modifiers? They should have skirmishers, but so do you. So that's going to
Yeah.
Yeah,
wash.
that negates. I think it's just the same column.
Yep, 2.5 up to 4.
Oh dear.
Ooh,
How's that?
a 10 is very good indeed. In fact, that will take a veteran and that disrupts them and would halt them if and they're halted. So that doesn't
Now they're
matter.
really hard.
They're super hard, but they are
super
also
halted
just
now,
they're
yeah.
but they are now disrupted, which they're not going to like when combat time comes. Okay. Any other shooting? I don't think so, right?
I don't. Yeah, because this guy.
Yeah, he
can't
can't shoot over. Yeah. Okay.
I guess I'll do offensive fire.
Yeah. What you got? Everybody shoots one
Yeah.
place.
I got
Yeah, it's a shot.
1. He moved in a limbered.
Oh,
but he
okay.
only moved like.
Yeah,
He
but if you,
moved though like. He moved like 4.
Yeah, but
it doesn't
half
it doesn't
your
matter.
movement.
It's automatically
Oh,
half.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So-
What about this guy's retreat?
I don't think that counts.
No, it doesn't count now. Nope.
Oh, right, because he didn't move. Okay, so
It's
Oh,
one.
That's gonna be 9.
Yeah, because he's not
2.
disruptive. So it's 1, 2, 11, 12.
And 12, yeah. Going here.
12 right there. Skirmishers wash. Anything else? No.
No, it doesn't look like
12
it.
is
All right,
and
well,
12 is a column. Good luck, Grano.
Are you?
Thank you.
I'm assuming you're shooting at the guys in depth, right?
Yes. Yes. 8.
It's a good number, isn't it? Oh, it's a kill.
Yeah.
It's a disruption
yeah.
and a kill.
I already disrupted. So.
Yeah, so you take and you pick it off the back as you wish.
Let's
Destruct.
see. I'll take this one off.
And so
And
what you
they
got to
don't
do
go
is
skirmishers.
you got to go like that. Yep. And I now deprive you of skirmishers.
Alas.
They took canister to the puss.
Look, honestly, for what they managed.
Yeah,
to
no,
accomplish-
they came storming over the hill, drove into Gorschen, and they drove out the third corps. But at the same token, right in this area, which I didn't post that. Oh, wait, no. That's this. This is one of my favorite pictures. This is one of the old beat up signs from the 2013 event. That actually is hanging right about here where Renier's boys are. And this orchard here is the orchard that's at Rana.
I really got to go visit someday.
You really do. It's an awesome. This is a great battlefield visit. Plus the fact that, as it won't surprise you, this is a very easy walk.
Yes.
I can
And this is a surprisingly intact battlefield, isn't it?
It sure is. It's very
Yes, I know.
easy. It's very easy to see it. All right, good shooting. No melees though, right? Yeah.
No melee, so it's back to the
Turn
allies
2.
top
Turn 2. Allies go.
All right, Achilles,
Yes, sir.
go nuts.
All right. So we're over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Still in column. Still commanded.
Still in column. Still commanding.
Nice +2. Plenty of move.
There we go.
Okay. What is the? How separated can they?
Not at all. They may not be.
Not at all. So they have to be touching each other.
Yep. Best you can. I mean, if you're marching on a road, what are you going to do?
Well,
And unsurprisingly, roads ain't straight most of the time.
Right.
okay.
Unless you're in
So-
Canada, we have a lot of straight roads. It's a very grid-like country.
Hey, Daniel Moreno and Mother's watching. Velker.
Hello, Mother.
Mother's entered the chat.
Well, this is an interesting dilemma here because I don't want to abandon this being a.
Well, and again, it has a memory, but I get your point.
You can use
Yeah.
Cossacks to hold it. You can use your other Cossacks.
Send in the Cossacks.
And I'm not sure the benefit of going much further north.
Well, you
since
could
they're
you
coming
could you
down,
could
right?
swing around this way.
Yeah, I could, but aren't those guys going to be coming at me from up there?
Eventually,
gonna be
sure.
coming
I
at
think
us.
it's like what, turn 4?
No, he starts coming on this turn. Marmont starts this turn.
No. We're talking about the McDonald's.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Donald and Arnold.
Armorburg.
Yeah.
Armorburg.
Yes. I mean,
But when
my
Latour
question-
Marbourg comes, he's coming fast if he gets any kind of a roll.
He's at 18 inch of movement.
Well,
That's
I'm just trying to think of a way to bring you back across the river in a position that isn't in this back corner, not doing much.
Yeah. I'm just thinking if I head in this way, and these guys come down this way, we've got nothing on this side.
Well, I'm not. You don't have to go fully, but like if you can hold this part, like this, right?
Okay. Well, I can't. I can only hold one of them.
But like I meant this side of the river.
Sure. All right. Okay. I had a full move, right?
You do?
12 inches.
And I can follow the road. I assume I can follow the road.
Yes.
Like into the
Mhm.
town,
Yep.
into
Sure.
the village.
Well, that's gonna be.
It's 4 to there and 7 to there.
Yeah, I don't think there was going to be a distance problem.
Nope.
Look at
All
those
right.
Russians being fancy.
Now we'll try to move the gun.
Mhm.
Hopefully we'll have a little
Plus
better luck
one.
this time.
Yeah,
Oh,
much
yeah.
better.
There they go.
All right, may go 12.
Why wouldn't you just go this way?
I could, but I don't want to.
You don't want to.
Fair enough.
You've been told. Doesn't want to, Blucher. Doesn't want to.
That's fair. He's a completely different command.
Von Berg. He has other ideas.
He
Yeah,
definitely does.
don't listen to that
'Cause
Russian.
I'm much more concerned about something he doesn't seem to be concerned about.
It's a Blucher.
That does sound about right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who's
All
next?
right, Cossacks.
I'd like to
Ooh.
cause an argument first. We
Um,
are not. We are in their flank.
I would like to cause an argument. They get a plus one.
Yep, those guys come in. They're in the flank.
Oh yeah.
Cossack.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They are in march column at this point, however. So
Yeah, you might want to think.
But
You might want to
they
think
are
about that.
within half a move, so they could change formation and still charge in.
Yes.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If they activate.
Yeah, if they activate. All right.
That's fair.
When do these guys arrive? This turn or
No, I think they are.
the second Cossack?
I'm not looking at Borodino. Oh, I realize that's where the book opens. What are you gonna do?
Sad. Jim's sad obsession with Borodino.
I know.
Keeps
I'm
him
telling
back
you.
in the game.
Turn four. Turn four. Turn four.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So we're going for the Cossacks here.
On a plus one.
Yep, yeah,
Yeah,
very
they
enthusiastic.
seem eager.
Okay. So they're going to change formation.
Mm-hmm.
And do something insane. Okay. What do I need to do?
And charge the Prussians.
Oh, no. Definitely not.
You said insane.
My kind of insane, not your kind of insane. All right.
So you're gonna
Right.
you're gonna conform to their left side.
Okay.
You say that, Achilles, but I am pretty insane.
Yeah. Just slide them to the right a little.
Okay.
There you go.
How's that?
Good
There you
enough. Cossacks are in.
Let's see. Continuing, we will. Okay, do you want me to go? Just go ahead and finish my guys. Second
Yeah, you
corps?
might as well.
Okay. All right. Second Corps.
Yep.
Sounds like they're doing well. Do you you change formation before you move?
No.
Either or.
Yeah, it's either front or the it's at the front or the back, whichever. Not in the middle. That's the point.
Yeah.
Okay. And it takes half their move.
Half their move.
And then we'll change formation. All right. The gun over here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sounds good for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a lot of ways, Achilles guys have been okay. I mean, not perfect. But
We're never perfect. All right.
Telling you, Turk, it's a good-looking table, man. Good-looking table.
It's the wrong button. Six. And then we will unlimber them.
Yeah.
And that can be at any facing. Right?
Yep, exactly.
All right. And then my cavalry up there.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. It's a 6, which is a half.
I'm sorry. They didn't have to go very far. I'm going to move them into the village here.
Okay.
And that was 4.5. Half of them would be 9, so that's half of what they could do, so they could still change formation.
Mm-hmm. And they get a facing change with that if they wish.
Yeah, I'm not sure I need one. I'm not sure when those other guys are coming.
This turn, apparently.
This turn, yeah, they're going to start coming on this turn.
Okay, so I think I'll stay facing that way. All right, that's all the Russians have. I don't know when the RMA comes in, but I think it's later, right?
I put a bookmark in it this time, so I'm not going to Borodino. Ha, take that.
Instead, he goes to Leipzig this time.
Yeah, the RMA starts showing up on turn 4.
Okay. All right, so it's back to you, Destructor.
All right, we're gonna move York's core.
Mm-hmm.
The gun first.
Gun first. Yep.
So it's gonna do the thing which I was gonna do originally, and then roll for the infantry behind.
Yep.
Maybe you stop. Well, they could shove those guys back if they want. Or I could go in behind them. I know.
No, that's okay. We're okay behind them.
Keep
Yes,
the Russian
just-
bodies in front of us.
Yeah, from the Russians.
I sensed some rancor within the ranks of the coalition.
Russians to the forward.
You have a lot.
Using
You have
those
a
guys.
lot more bodies.
Wait,
Okay.
write that down. Write that down. We can use that.
We're gonna move these guys right here.
All right, where is Blucher at?
He's up
He's
here.
up here.
He's in
He's within
6? It's in 6? He is. That's
Yeah.
+1. +1.
That
No.
doesn't help.
They will sit right there.
Okay, well let's try the gun.
The gun will get you a half.
Yes.
All right, and if I move more than if I move half or more than half,
You cannot move when unlimbered. You have to limber to move. You can pivot, but you cannot move. There's no prolonging at this scale.
okay. So it'd be half of a half.
Correct.
I think we limber and then get 3 inches if you want to move.
No, I'll just pivot.
Which does cost you half your power.
That's
Which takes you to 1.5.
there's no point in that.
Yeah, you can shoot them anyway. It's-
Yeah.
You didn't arc.
There's an
If
arc.
they're right
Okay.
over here, I would understand it.
All right, that's fair enough. How about the other gun? The other gun actually does have to move to do so.
Yeah.
I think he's in range too with +1.
Yep.
He gets full move.
Full move, look at that.
So limber. Move. You know what? Do I just go? No.
If you want to come closer, I will shoot you.
Please,
We'll do
you
the-
cannot unlimber
Wait,
it.
no.
You can only do one
Remember,
formation
you limbered
change.
already. That costs you half. Then
Right.
you could stay in place and limber it unlimber if you want. I'm not gonna stop
No.
you. But
Yeah.
We'll just pop in behind there for now.
Actually, you can't. You only get one formation change a turn.
oh, true.
Okay. So
Now this.
what's this do for defensive fire and and things like.
Well, he's going to be he's there's going to be defensive fire.
So he's going to be shooting forward at me no matter what.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's technically, I think, relatively simultaneous, or simultaneously enough. Simultaneous enough at this scale.
Exactly.
When do you get to undisrupt yourself?
It's when he activates.
All right, we're going to activate the rightmost guy. Actually, we'll start with the leftmost guys.
+1, and you're on the disrupted table.
9.
I think that's fine.
Move,
that's actually a full move. Yep. So it comes off, and you get a full move.
I think you only get one of those. I think you only get one of those units in there. I think.
Well, I can always charge this way.
True. Can you? Well, yeah, I guess.
Well, he would lose. It would be a move outside out of his arc, so he would have to wind up losing 3 inches on the charge, which he's got more than enough.
He's got a million. Yeah, he's got a million miles. So he wants to do that. So.
All right. Well, I'll just slam myself.
Hang on. What? I just wanted to do that. Okay, so arc yourself up. Good, perfect.
And then this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that.
Also, good job. Good rolling.
And then shove that in there.
Yep. Okay, very good.
I think that's everything, so I'll move my generals now.
Yes, please. All generals move. Yep.
There goes Luker.
I need to just make sure I'm still within.
That's 6 inches going.
Well, they're gonna work or it isn't.
Well, those were pretty much the options. Fair enough.
Oh, I forgot. Do I want to move Von Dolph's cavalry? Nah,
It's up to you.
No, they're doing. They're keeping Gerard honest.
They're menacing. They're being menacing. All right. Defensive fire, Chrono.
All right, let's start on the left here. With
Okay.
that 1, 9, 10 against these guys.
Yeah. You've got skirmishers. He's got skirmishers. Wash.
Yep. I am disrupted, so I'll take a penalty. So I'll be back to 9.
Yeah. I should say.
Just a straight roll on the table.
Just a straight 9.
8.
Well, that's bad.
An 8.
This is just a disruption and halt.
Yeah, but that's the key. Is it halts him?
We don't make contact.
Correct. So he goes back. Pick a point sometime in advance.
Right
Chrono,
there.
you can go ahead and call it.
Right there, they come out of the town. So right about the line.
Is that close enough?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay, so he came
Okay.
out.
Well,
Obviously-
you know what? It's fine.
Well, it's interesting. One of the really fascinating things, and this frustrates people about Bloody Big Battles, but I like it at this scale. You notice nobody got killed.
Yeah.
You know, you came rushing in.
Someone got killed. It just doesn't matter.
Right. It doesn't show up. Yeah.
Not enough of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and
Not
actually,
enough of them.
and actually, I have something special for that. Why wouldn't I use it? It doesn't matter in the grand scheme, but
Oh no! Put out your pretty tokens.
I did. I put out a special red token for when you're halted.
Aw.
See, it's different. Yay.
And this one over here.
Yeah, this one actually is likely to go a little worse for them, to be honest.
This is going to be 11 with
Yep.
a shift because I have skirmishers. I no longer have skirmishers.
It's 12 because you.
And I'm the being in the village doesn't help.
No, not at all. Because you're charging through.
right.
He is. It would only matter. It would matter in the assault if he were defending it, right?
Right. Got it. Okay.
And
cool. Well, do your worst.
The
Well, I'm on 12, and I get a right shift because he doesn't have skirmishers anymore.
yeah, 12 with the right shift. So 16. Ouch.
Double one.
He's calling for it.
And
Oh dear.
That's
That is
actually really
two.
bad.
That is two.
That kills them.
Oh,
Yeah, that's they're gone.
yeah. We said bloody,
Good lord.
kids. Yes, we did.
They weren't lying. The ballots are bloody.
Oh well, we'll give them
Considering-
back their dude. Oh well, my poor veterans.
Well, that's a division routed.
They came pouring into Rana, pouring through the orchard, and Nay's boys waited for them and fired. That didn't go well. All right. That was all the defensive fire. Offensive fire. Let's have it.
Okay, well these guys in front, I guess, are gonna shoot.
Yeah.
Can they shoot the cannon?
Sure.
I think two of them.
Yeah, this guy's out of arc, so you can split. But
Oh,
as you've seen, you're talking about firing a half at these guys at that point. 1.5 can shoot here, or 1.5 can shoot between the two.
So okay. I'll do the 2 against them.
Yeah, so it's 1.5. It's 1.5. Any modifiers? Do they have skirmishers? They
Both
do.
have skirmishers still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's split up. So it's a 2.
So it's, sorry, yeah, I'm throwing 3 of them at them.
Yeah.
With the tap 1.5, so it goes to 2,
Yeah.
and then a right shift.
For there should be no right shifts because he has skirmishers too.
Oh right, okay, cool.
So
And
it's
just him being disrupted doesn't matter.
No,
at the
no,
moment.
it mattered when he shot at you.
Cool.
And it doesn't
7.
7 is nothing. What's that, Achilles?
I was just going to ask. I just realized, yeah, those guys are in melee too. Can they be shot at?
Yep. As was said, this is all happening in a big swirling mess.
Okay.
All right, I guess this gun is gonna shoot at. You know what? We're gonna shoot at the gun.
Why wouldn't you?
3.
3? Yeah. 3 no
Should be
shifts.
3 all around. Yeah. So they're well, it becomes a 4 because the.
Yeah, there ain't no
You know.
3. Yeah.
Nope.
Nothing.
There's a 3.
They got a 3.
I moved more than half. That came in unlimbered, right? So I think that's it.
Time for the melee. 1, 2.
I have 5,
Yeah, versus the yeah, you get to count everybody.
so I think I technically have the numbers advantage here.
Yeah, that would be 2 to 1. You got a 2. But let's start out the simple way. Give me a D6 both ways.
Oh boy, let's see if my
Yeah,
trend
let's see if
continues.
that luck
You know,
continues.
Graham, you roll this one. You go for it.
Grim, give him a good roll. A 4,
Oh no.
a 3. So it's a +3 to start out. The defender has no cover. The defender is outflanked, which means this goes to a 5. However, the numerical advantage is 2, so that drops it to a 3. Anybody aggressive?
No.
3. You are, however, in depth, right, Chrono?
I am.
Drops it to a 2. You are disrupted, correct, Chrono?
I am.
Drops it to a 1. Takes it from a 2 to a 3. And Achilles is fragile, which drops it to a 2.
It really doesn't matter. The 1 to 3 is.
Oh, okay. Defender retires 3 inches. Attender occupies. Both are disrupted.
Do I just go away from him then?
Yeah, you go. Exactly. You go directly away. And if you got to, you pass through.
I'm gonna have to pass through. I can't go directly away without
Then you go through.
tools. Well, do I face him or just keep facing the same way I was?
Well, why wouldn't I look that? Why would I assume I know after all this time? Why the heck would I assume that? There's seriously a page and a half on retreats.
Oh, but we do capture this at least.
Did we?
Yeah. You take that ground. He was in it.
Not for long.
flying Gorschen.
Not the Klein. Oh, we loved Klein
All right,
Gorschen.
we've got the Gorshens. We've got the Gorshens.
The Gorshens are in hand.
The Gorshens got the Gorshens.
The Gorshens. That's funny. Disruptions. No.
What's going on, Prince of Moscow?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Paul.
Cossacks. Cossacks. There are Cossacks everywhere.
It's really probably fine. Obligatory. You ignore all terrain penalties. If unit no impassable terrain away from the enemy. All of the unit must end further from all enemy within 12 inches where it started. If it ends the end, nope. You must stay in his front arc.
Okay, I did that. I assume I maintain facing then. If it doesn't say so.
It ignores all movement for moving backwards for cross if the unit has passable terrain. Yeah. Disrupt a unit. Yep. Yeah, that's it. That's all it says.
I'll maintain facing then,
Yeah.
unless you want me to turn to face him.
I
accept either. So I'm just.
Yeah, the unit must move away from the enemy until it has moved its full movement. Obligatory retirement ignores all movement penalties for moving backwards or for cross. Yeah, I think it's probably best you face him.
Well, best for who? 'Cause that might not be good for him.
Yeah, I know it's kind of you're reorganizing back there.
I need disrupted marker for that guy.
I thought you had for the other guy, for the gun. Okay.
Yeah, that shoots every unit.
Okay, and
And
that
you're
pretty
disrupted,
much-
and you're disrupted too.
Well, I'm a Cossack. I'm always.
Yeah, I was gonna say disrupted.
Yeah, you really don't care.
They're drunk and disrupted now.
No, now they're disorderly. There's a difference. All right, we're good. Okay. Let's go to the bottom of
Cossack and
2.
disorderly. How are we supposed to tell the difference?
French people, you're up.
I will give it to Graham since he finally has Marmont.
Hey.
First boys coming on.
Duke of Ragusa is here. And I'm obviously going to order them on.
Yep.
Get a +2.
+2. Yep. Oh no.
Oh wow, that's
You
no
thought
move.
you were.
That is no move.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, that keeps that easy.
Goodbye, dice roller.
Be right
Drop
back.
it into the abyss.
Bitter
Dice will
blow.
be dropped into the abyss.
A bitter blow. That's the kind of thing that drove Dalinor insane. All right, Chrono, continue.
We will start with the Renier here, who has a +1.
Very good.
We're all good in my do us. Oh, good. Did do us good. So he's gonna turn and take the 3, eat the 3 penalty,
Yep.
and then they're gonna go. Would you like to withdraw?
Achilles isn't here, but presumably he would.
Yeah, I somehow have a hard time picturing those Cossacks wanting to hang around.
So how does that work?
It's at least a half move, but you have to wind up 12 inches away from wherever these crazies
Do you
wind up.
want to just finish your move towards?
The only
us?
problem is, Chrono, you can't come within 3 inches of these guys unless you attack them.
Right. So
So is that from my front, or just like
Any
3
point,
inches?
yeah.
All right,
You're in a big 3-inch bubble.
I'll stop there then.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let me get this out of the way.
Oh, sorry.
Perfect.
Close enough.
Close enough for government work.
Just so.
Something like that. You guys are in, out.
In.
We'll try for Suhan there.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back.
We'll show you what happened in just a sec. Zoom on an 8.
That's a half move.
Full. It's a half move, yeah. But you undisrupt as well.
That's the important bit.
Yeah. So
They're going to
took it off them good.
just rotate in place here.
What happened, Achilles, is Renier advanced. His initial thought was that he was going to try to get your Cossacks to withdraw, but the problem is these Prussians have a 3-inch buffer, so he had to stop here. So he's staying just outside of Zoc of those Prussians from the First Corps.
And then we're going to try the gun, who does not get the bonus because he's
Outside the 6?
Yep.
And unlimbered. Or limbered, I should say.
I think he gets rallies in place at this point.
I think that's right.
Yeah. No move.
Rally in place, no move, yeah.
And we'll remove this disrupted marker.
It could well be
And then
worse,
finally, we will go for these boys, who are
So is that gun limbered or unlimbered?
unlimbered, I think.
Yeah, that gun is.
Okay.
I have taken that gun as unlimbered.
Okay.
And you got to get a +2, so we'll see how
Yep.
this goes. Oh, they're super saucy.
Plenty.
Interesting. Do I pass through and just go straight in?
Which are in March column.
Oh, true. Damn.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yes.
There they are. And then we'll push them up. This way.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's all we got, because Marmon's boys are late.
Oh, you don't want to do anything with Gerard?
I mean, what's he gonna do?
I don't know.
Exactly. Give him an idea. Give him a suggestion.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think suggestions.
Okay. Go back to Lutzen and then go back to France.
Yeah. Okay. No.
The Emperor said otherwise.
That's funny. I'm just
We're
double.
all gonna betray the Emperor soon anyway.
Wow.
Wow. That's harsh.
That's
The foot
terrible.
soldiers of the army would never betray the Emperor. In fact, will flock to his banner when he returns.
That's right. Don't you ever forget it.
And I think that's it.
Yeah, because that's all of. Well, Marmol can try to bring on that gun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but
it's a bit pointless, especially with cavalry there.
I'm just saying.
Marshal Ney.
Just-
Something Iron Cage.
a good line.
Yeah. Well, it's
Great
first of all, it's
movie.
delivered by Orson Welles, so how is it not a good line, right? How could it possibly not be a good line? But secondly, yeah, it's a good line. I really wanted to look up reinforcements because I thought there may be a thing that units with reinforcements, even if they fail, get something like a half move.
I feel like that's true, but I may be misremembering.
Yeah,
Might be a different system.
Doesn't say anything on the cheat sheet.
Yeah, it doesn't, but it doesn't say anything. There is something about reinforcements which I want to find, but I don't need to find it right now. I don't, because it really won't make that big a difference. There it is. Hooray! I was right. They automatically get a half move.
Okay, so they. Which on the road means they basically can get 12 or 6 if they want to change formation.
Yep.
Which they want to do, because otherwise they're going to charge you.
That's what I was gonna do.
And remember, you do get a free facing with every. You get a free facing with every formation change. Step right up.
Green stamps.
It's like green stamps, except it's a facing change.
Be right back.
Ooh, in depth. Yes.
And then you could roll for the gun, I guess.
Yep, you can roll for the gun. You're guaranteed a
And
half.
The gun's much more enthusiastic.
Jeez. The gun went sailing over your head.
But they lost on a hill.
Yeah.
I wonder how many casualties were taken to like runaway gun carriages.
Oh. Well, I think more in the naval battles, but a lot, I suspect.
Yeah, in navy battles it was quite.
But I mean, like,
because-
let's say you're dragging, a piece of artillery up and down.
Oh,
down a hill.
yes. Yes. I'm still amazed that sergeant that Napoleon woke up before Jena didn't get killed. Just because he was half drunk, freezing to death in the middle of the German October, getting crushed by one of those guns because Napoleon's mad at him.
There you go.
All right.
And then you can bring on Marmont himself.
Yeah, general's move.
I can imagine that whatever the number it is, it wasn't 0.
And the Duke of Ragusa is here.
He has arrived. Auguste Frederick Louis Vies de Marmont. Love it. All right. Defensive fire, allies.
I guess both our cannons are shooting over here.
Yeah. What's that range? Because remember, you can't split. It's got to be all together, boys.
They're gonna be the 12-inch one no matter what. So
No, because there should be. Oh yeah, it's a break.
that's
It's
just
a break of
devastating
12.
as
Yeah,
well.
it's 3 and 3. Does he have a devastating volley? Yep. Okay.
I think you're thinking of this gun.
Yeah. There's also the one that's got the rifling. So, plink. Yep. So that's definitely going to be that is a right shift. All right. So both these guys are going to gang up on those guys. Should be a 6, right?
Yep.
Yeah. 6 with a devastating volley. Any other modifiers we see? Yeah. What's this?
I was just gonna say it doesn't matter that they're from different armies.
No, it doesn't. You're all pummeling.
Does
them.
the skirmishers count?
Yep, they sure do.
Yes.
So
So
that's
that's
gonna wash. That's gonna wash the volley.
I think that in this case they get the cover bonus, right?
Why so? Oh, because you're in the town.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you do. Yep. That's a 2. That's a fortified. Those 4 aren't. That's just a single one. So that is a left shift for you.
Okay.
Yeah, the objectives are all those double things.
So we're actually doing a 4 column.
Yeah, you're shooting
This
on
is
the.
an objective,
You're,
bro.
you're shooting at the 4. What's that?
This one is an objective.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. So either way, they're shooting at the 4 though. Yeah.
All right, Achilles, go ahead.
Okay. What am I rolling? 2 dice?
2 dice, looking for the highest roll possible.
That's usually the way.
Hmm.
And that was not it.
Not it.
We're gonna continue the counter battery fire here.
Yeah. Yep. Sure is. Yep. 3. Yeah. A 3. I see no modifier.
Okay.
8.
8.
Ooh, look at that.
Better.
You have disrupted him.
Very unfortunate.
Very helpful.
Comes over here to me.
Oh, yeah. And then, of course, because I'm dim, I'm fairly certain you have silenced him. But I don't think we've done that all night, so we're going to skip it for now.
What does that mean?
Did I say we were going to skip it for now? Did I not just say that?
Yeah, but I'm curious.
You kill me. Silencing. It's what you do to guns, rather than rather than disrupting them. Where is it? There it is. A silenced artillery may not. Oh wait, hang on a second. I feel better because I think. Where's the silenced? Yeah, he'd have to be raw. You didn't. Artillery unit is yes, it is silenced. Doggone it. A silenced artillery unit may not fire. On its next movement phase, if it is deployed and it is not in a fortification, it must use its entire movement allowance to limber and retire at least half a move away from the enemy, ignoring the penalty. If already limbered, it must retire at least a half a move or up to its full move if it prefers. It may retire half a move away and then deploy. It may not move a half move away and then close to the enemy again in the same phase. As soon as the movement phase ends, it is no longer silenced.
So that gun that canistered me here, which was disrupted, basically wouldn't have been able to fire me. I know it's too late, but I'm just like making sure.
Correct. That is correct.
Okay. Cool. That's all the defensive fire, I believe, unless you got something more, Achilles.
I don't think so. I don't think anybody in range.
Because this one base, I don't think has.
Yeah, I don't know what's in range there.
Well, I don't know.
Well, he's out of arc for that guy, but he can certainly shoot that guy. You can throw a die at him. He's disrupted, so it'd be a half.
Can't go less than 1. Oh, actually, yes, you can.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go to a quarter.
Which actually could be bad, right?
Well, if he rolls a 12, he will disrupt a trained unit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's try
But
it.
if he rolls double ones, something
Didn't
bad happens
happen.
to him, right?
Yeah, he goes low on ammo.
I thought that was if he rolled a 12.
Low on ammo is 11 or 12.
Yeah. Oh, then have we? We haven't missed anything for that. I don't.
No,
think.
no.
No.
That I've been watching for.
All right, that's it. That's it.
All right.
It's
Offensive.
silenced, so he cannot fire at this point.
Well, yeah, I mean, if
very,
you
very quiet.
if you want to do that, we'll do it because that's
I mean-
that's actually What?
Now we
These-
know the rules, so
Yeah, well, we'll play the rule. Play it as it lies, which is what these are for. Okay. So, offensive fire.
So I have none now at this point.
Okay. And no melees, right?
Nope.
Oh my goodness. Hey, it's Declan. Velker, you are the top schnog.
Yes,
I don't know what that means, but
I knew it.
the chrono bubble. So my son and his friends are having conversations I don't understand. All right. I think we can do one more turn. That's what I think.
Okay.
well, I was gonna say, is it okay if we call it here?
Okay, well,
Do
you got caught. You got caught.
Kid, or do you think you got one more in you?
Oh man, I gotta be up really early tomorrow. I don't think so.
All right, well, we're going to play without you then. Good night.
All right, that's fair. Good
All right.
night.
Good night, sir. We'll see you
Night.
soon. All right, we're going to go.
No.
All right, this is turn the third. Achilles, it's all you, man.
Good. Now I don't have to follow his plan.
Now you can make your own.
I don't even know what his plan was.
Okay. It was a
What are we
Blucher
gonna do?
plan, run at the French.
Oh yeah, that. Okay. All right. Let's see. We're starting the turn. Is anybody coming on this turn? This is turn 3, right?
It is turn
I think-
turn 3, checking reinforcement roster.
I'm pretty sure Wittgenstein comes on at this point. If I remember
I don't
correctly.
think I don't think the RMA or the Cossacks.
No, the RMA is out till 4.
Yeah, the Cossacks too. Yeah, because they're
Yeah,
also-
everybody. No, you've got nobody. Because you've already brought York on. Yep. No, nobody for the Allies.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Then we will start with First Corps
Okay.
of the Russians.
Mm-hmm.
The Russian First Corps.
Oh, all you'd like.
All right. I like this, but okay. We will start moving. Um, Oh no, I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to go that far at all. That feels wrong.
I just realized that I can only do half if I want to put them into.
Another formation, yeah.
Yeah. These guys are probably not facing the right way.
They're fine.
All right. Next, the guns.
These guys are guarding the flank. Okay, very good.
That might not be a bad move.
That is a full move.
All right. Chip these hills. Okay.
Oh, they're going over to give you a warm welcome, Grim.
So rude.
All right. It's the Prussians. Actually, Cossacks. I think I should try them first. All right, we'll do the Cossacks there.
Okay. They are disrupted, so they're going to be in a little rougher shape.
Not with the 9, they're not.
Well, actually, it's worse than that, because they're fragile to disrupt, which drops them to an 8.
It's a half move.
Is that it? Yeah, it's a half move. as Chrono said, but they lose their disruption.
Okay. To like turn them around.
Anything outside of a 45 degree
Cost me 3.
costs you the 3 inches. Yep. But then
I
you
think
go.
it would cost
so,
me,
yeah.
Then you
it
go.
would cost you another 3 to turn back around. When you
Yeah,
where we're going.
exactly. And only horsies can do that.
Okay.
Oh, no,
that
horses
costs-
can get the free pivot, so they could pivot free at the start of your move.
Oh, that's true. They can pivot free here. That's right. So that's free.
So they can go 9.
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna ride across the river here.
Good day to you. Good day to you all.
I say good day.
We achieved an objective. What more do you want?
Yeah, what more did you want from us? Did you not see we're Cossacks?
We're fragile Cossacks, for God's sakes.
Mhm.
Okay. These guys who are disrupted here, the Prussians,
Mm-hmm.
First Corps.
Blucher's right there.
Yeah.
That's a 6. That's an 8 on that, which is a half. Yeah.
That's a half move, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So do we lose the marker?
Yes, you do.
Very good. And I think they will. They put, except I think they need to change their facing a little.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The gun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
That's going nowhere. Actually, I take it back. That's a 5, so it's a half move because Blucher's right there.
Oh, good.
And they're limbered, so it's a 6.
Allow them to change their or to the unlimber.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Now we've got. This is First Corps also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're
Wow.
saucy.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess they're all right. Right. Now let's see. This. Okay.
They don't get the free pivot though.
Yep, you got to kick them back the other way. There you go.
Once they start moving, they're in a straight line. So
Mm-hmm.
I see they have to pivot before they start. to move.
Exactly. Yep.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, so we'll just go back and do the pivot then.
There you go.
All right. There we go.
It'll cost you 3 of your 12, but you got 9 inches.
Okay. So, do some math here. That's 9, so I can go 4.5 and then still change formation.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. And then we will change formation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, who's next? Looks like it's Second Corps, Russian.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All of it.
And being in line doesn't change their movement. Though.
Nope, doesn't.
Interesting.
Because think of it, it's just the divisions in line,
Yep.
not the brigades and battalions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This Prussian Second Corps.
Yes. Yep.
Get him out of the way. Can you give me 3 off of those guys? From?
I suspect you're well there. Yep.
You're right about it.
All right. So we want to stay just outside of that. Right? Dang it. Yeah, about 3.1 or 3.2 is fine. There you go.
Okay.
All right, and then they will change formation.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way you do the.
You want to be in depth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? Okay.
2 and 2.
Actually, yeah, no, this should be 2 and 2. I'm sorry. Your
Oh,
right.
sorry. Okay.
And it's scooch.
All right. Who's left? Dolph's cavalry. Hold its ground. This cavalry is going to hold its ground.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's everybody.
Defensive fire, French.
I'm not sure I have any. Were they in 3?
No,
or
they
were
should be out. They should bite. He was working
Okay.
very hard to keep them out of range.
I think Grim has one with a gun over here. But that's
Yeah.
about it.
Ah, you did unlimber. Very good.
Yep.
Those guys over there? Yeah.
Yep.
Just 3, so not much. But
It's a 3, but it's also going to have a shift because it's going to be it'll have a single shift, but not the double. Yeah, it takes him to the 2. To the 2. No.
nope. One more.
Anything else? All right, Allied offensive fire. Offensive fire.
Okay. Let's see.
Shout offensively at us.
Yeah.
These guys are out of
Yeah.
range.
Yeah.
I think it's just the
Guys are out
gun
of
here.
range.
This gun's got a shot.
Oh no, did he move?
No.
No, that guy did
This
not.
turn.
That guy.
He unlimbered, didn't he?
No, he pivoted, which means
Because
he's
I
going to fire.
remember
He's
it
going to
being
fire at
pivoted.
half. He's going to fire at half effect.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember him being limbered.
Mm-hmm.
Z was over here, wasn't he?
Yep. So he's in. So he's outside 3. So he'd be rolling 1.5. Anything else though, Achilles? Any other shots that you want to deal with first?
Oh no, I'm just moving from right to left. So
Okay.
do we want to shoot this guy first?
Sure, and shoot him
These guys
here.
are out of
Or
range.
he's been. Yeah, those guys. Pretty much everybody else is out of range.
Yeah, except for my gun over here.
Yep. So who do you want this guy to shoot at?
I guess I might as well shoot at the infantry here.
Okay, because they've got skirmishers, which means their 1.5 is gonna go to a 1. It's gonna kick to a 2, back to a 1.
Okay.
So 10, 11, or 12.
So what you're telling me is a really bad shot, but
It is, but what are you gonna do?
yes.
Okay. And this gun.
All right, and then this gun.
You're gonna shoot at those boys who are inside. Certainly a. How long is that shot? It's a 3. You know. So it's a 3, which goes up to a 4, but it shifts down to once again it's a 1. Or take it back, it's a half because surely they have skirmishers. Yeah, so nothing there. All right. No melees, right?
No melees.
Nope.
French, go for it. You get the next unit of Marmot's corps
Yeah.
to attempt to come on if that's what you want to do, but whenever you like, it's up to you. This is turn 3.
I'm going to first order the lead division to move.
All right. +1. That's a half. Not enough.
You can't screen the road though, so that's the important part.
Can't come any closer than 3 inches, though. unless you pivot straight in at him.
Then I'm going to order the second lot on.
All right. +2.
Seven.
Full move.
This one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And on the road, so
So in theory, once you get there, you have to. If you want to change formation, you gotta do it at 12.
Yeah, once you get to 12, you're going to have to stop and change formation.
If you want to change formation.
and they're going to change again.
It's back here, though. The
Yeah.
front of your unit should be back there.
And you get facing change. So
There you go. Staring at the horsies. You've got another gun, don't you? Yes.
Yep.
And yes, and the gun.
Yep.
Right behind them.
Mm-hmm.
That's me done.
oh, you're about this gun. Oh,
I
do it.
can't actually see anyone, can I?
Nope.
Yeah. So I figure might as well move it.
Yeah, I'm going to
Or try to anyway. Yep, he's good.
Yep. Hey, Doug. Tom, good to see you both.
get there.
All right. Chrono.
Alrighty, we're gonna start with this gun.
Okay.
Oh, wow, look at that.
So it limbers and then moves up to half a move to get it behind these guys. It's got to get 12 inches away from the enemy.
Maybe I'll do it.
Mm-hmm. That's plenty. And then we'll keep this on him. Just remember to take it off at the end of the movement phase.
And this guy fell back from a combat. Did that also apply to the same thing apply to that?
No.
He retired from a combat.
No, that's just he retired from a combat.
Okay. I will try to activate. He also activates.
Yeah.
He's gonna pivot. Well, I mean, no, he can't shoot anything, so he's gonna pivot in place with these. He can stay right up here.
Mm-hmm. Half.
He's gonna shoot at half. Let's see. We're gonna activate Renier here.
Very good.
Never mind, he's not going anywhere.
Wow.
We will try the question mark behind him.
Mm-hmm. That's
He
much
gets
better.
it.
That's much better.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Square up.
We
And-
do want to shoot them.
Yeah, I figured you did.
Our card's gonna come up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And this guy is gonna stay where he is for now.
That everybody?
Should be.
All right, let's get you all to move your generals. I see some generals lurking out there that should have been moved.
Oh, yeah. Completely forgot about him.
Make Berg feel bad. Like he's poorly thought of or something. I don't
He just might be.
know. Yeah, he should take nothing for granted.
Let's see. I think most of these guys are actually with their people. So.
All right, everybody set? All right, defensive fire. Where would that be, Achilles? Why don't you pick some?
Okay. I think we can start with this gun, right?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where would he like to shoot?
I imagine he's going to keep shooting at these guys because you can't shoot over here, right?
Yeah, you shoot there.
Oh, can he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a 12, but yeah, might as well. Well,
I get 3, so
You'd be
Yeah.
throwing a 3 with a single shift because they do have skirmishers.
okay.
So it'd be a 4 back to a 2. So you need a 10 or better, or sorry, a 9 or better.
It becomes a 4 because of the devastating volley thing. Okay.
Oh, forgive me. You've got that floating for you, don't you? Yes,
Yeah.
you do. So you go to 3. No, you're at a 6, which drops you back to a 4. Thank you for reminding me. 8 or better.
So I'm not sitting in a village.
No, he's shooting at you over here,
Yeah, I know.
where you're,
Hence why it's more
yeah,
effective.
where you're not exactly. So on an 8, he actually does disrupt you, but you're not raw, so you're not halted.
not that it matters. I'm not charging anyone.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay.
All
A
right.
disrupting shot.
Indeed. All right. I believe these guys moved into range now.
He did. For how many? That's 2 of them. How about that guy? It's any part of his front edge. So that's
Yeah,
3. I'd say 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that guy.
I do have the
Yeah, you've got the double shift. So I mean, it's skirmishers wash double shift. So it's 3 up to 4, back down to 1. 10 or better. No.
All right.
And now this piece of good fun, huh?
Yeah, this is more interesting. Okay, so when he crossed through here to attack,
Mm-hmm.
this gun could have fired out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure. What that range would look like? What do you think?
Well, that's
Yeah, you can back it up that little bit. You can back it up that little bit because I think it's going to be. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, you're not going to get the canister, but you'll get you get the next one up, which is 3. So that's going to
plus 3 from the
be a total of 6. You both have skirmishers, so that's a net nothing. Yeah. Looks like it's going to be a 6, which, as we consult the chart, has its own column. Check it out, 6. 7 or better. If you get an
He's an
8,
eight to halt.
if you get an
He's
8,
an
you
8
halt him. Yep. No.
6 on
Nothing.
6 is a miss.
Nothing.
And he specifically says 6 on 6.
Yeah, it's interesting. I gotta remember why he did that. All right. Anything else? Is that it? I think that's it.
I believe that's all.
All right, Chrono and Grim. Any offensive fires? Other than, of course, we'll deal with one in the melee shortly.
These boys have 2. And we'll throw in the gun here as well. Well, yeah, because that's not canister.
And I'm out of range of everything, so.
Yeah, that's not canister, so we'll throw the gun in here as well for 1.5, extra 1.5. So it'll be
Is
2,
he-
3.5.
Why do you speak of it as 1.5 and not?
He pivoted.
Thank you for your honesty. So 1.5 plus 2. Yeah.
Yep.
So
3.5.
3.5, as you correctly say. Both of you have skirmishers. So 3.5 up to 4.
10.
A 10. Well, that would disrupt even a veteran.
Well, halt a veteran disrupts him anyway.
Yeah, it disrupts everybody. So I get to use this one just because that's what it is, even though it doesn't matter at all.
he just wants to use the red ones.
Yeah, I do.
Doesn't matter
It,
at all.
it doesn't. I admit that.
I think you're technically in range here.
Yeah.
You can throw a single die there.
Yeah, it's a single die plus I'm going to give him the single shift anyway.
So you could throw some dice at him, but he wouldn't hit much. And plus, if you do hit him, you go ahead low on ammo, so I'm not sure it's worthwhile.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
All right, so we'll go over here then.
To the big fight. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have grander plans.
Does he have a shift? I would say no. So it's going to be 4 straight up. You both have skirmishers. So 4.
Am I supposed to be rolling?
No, not yet.
Ooh, I'm low on ammo.
And 11. So you've gone low on ammo, but you have caused him a casualty. Take that one there, which means you've lost your skirmishers.
Most unfortunate.
Yeah, good shooting going in, Chrono.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, there you go. All right, so we'll take a look at that now.
I just want to
4 to 2, so that takes it to 2 to 1. But I just think it's better. Roll the die, 1d6 each way. See if Chrono can break his bad streak.
Oh, almost a 6.
Terrible.
No.
Oh, that's all right. So that's a +2. He will have a +2. He does outnumber 2 to 1. Achilles is disrupted.
I'm low on ammo, so that washes.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just the +2 for.
No cover, no flank. 2. So.
I am in death.
2, 3. So, again, we started with a 2. We go to a 4. We're now at a 5. Achilles would have been a 6, but he lost that, so it's back down to 5. 5. As a 5, defender loses a base and retires 9 inches, ignoring terrain. Attacker may exploit or occupy the position. Both are disrupted. The consequence here, of course, because he's down to 1, he's dead. And you may exploit Chrono, or you may occupy, but you are disrupted.
Do I dream the impossible dream?
Is it payback?
I'll go for it. Nothing ventured, nothing.
All right,
straight
so
ahead.
you are disrupted, and you do square up to his front. He doesn't get to shoot you, as we know, which is...
He can... No, he's not limber, so he can't evade.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's you just pouring through there and exploiting. I do have to figure out... I really should have looked this up much sooner. How many points are calculated for a gun? In the assault. Yeah, it seems pretty clear. It's just 1. I don't see anything that suggests it's different. So you're both low on ammo and disrupted.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, but still. All right, let's see the die roll.
Ooh.
Oh dear, -2. We begin at a -2. So let's make our way through our table O modifiers. No cover, no outflank. You do have a 4 to 1 advantage, correct?
Yes, which maxes out at 3. So
Yes, that's a plus. Oh, so it'd be good point. Thank you. So that's -2 goes to a +1. You are in depth, which takes you to a +2. You are disrupted, which is a 1. You are low on ammo, which is a 0. Net 0. Both are disrupted, lose the base, and immediately fight into assault. No other assault to be had.
good lord.
Well, I think the Prussian First Corps has been broken.
Yeah.
Well, they still got
They've got
It's not
a
a division.
division.
division left.
Yeah, and the other thing is, there's still... Yeah, I mean they're
RMA's still coming, and
True.
Russian 2 Corps.
yeah. This RMA is no freaking joke. The other thing is, all of these Russians are any of them even touched?
No, the Russians have been touched.
And these guys
True.
are vets. So they've done a lot of run.
There's also still one
counting on the
Gulf.
Cossacks.
And yeah, by the way, you have totally forgotten the Cossacks.
Yes.
It's true. There's also one Gulf over here. So.
I am counting on the Cossacks. They're going to turn this thing around.
He's also got these lunatic guns and these dragoons.
Yeah.
True.
Some very good horse coming on.
Yeah, so the ball game is far from over. So we'll
Although he
see.
did just definitely punch out very well in the last turn. So.
Oh yes, oh yeah, not to be disputed.
As I've arrived now.
That is what tipped the scales, to be sure.
Yes.
Um,
And
Somehow,
McDonald
though-
should be arriving soon.
Somehow, with Chrono's luck, you'll be able to tip them right back. Don't you worry.
don't-
It's true. My luck tends to go from my dice are super hot to my dice are super cold, and then back again.
There's a crap ton of French though coming. So
well, but the point is, they gotta move. They do have
And
to
we're
come.
coming piecemeal.
Yeah, and they're coming in little bits. You know, I'm very curious to see what these high quality Russians do.
Like even on the road, it's gonna take this guy like at least 2, even 3 turns to get up here. So
Oh dear
Yeah.
God, I forgot. Your 5 base is big.
yeah, this guy's huge.
Yeah.
That is a gigantic unit by the scale of what we're talking about here. Yeah, I forgot to check. 'Cause like I say, every different bloody big battle scenario in this book uses a slightly different scale. Lutzen, according to the book. If I do not tell me, I want to know. You must tell me your story. There it is. 2,000 men and 48 guns to a base.
Yeah.
That's
So-
10,000 Russians.
Yeah, that's 10,000 Russians coming this way.
Yeah, true.
That's a lot, and they got a general with them, and they got Cossacks on their flank, so we'll see. So I am curious for both Grim and Achilles. What do you think in the early going of bloody big battles?
Well, personally, I find it moves really fast, which is nice. I love the big scale, so that always appeals to me. I'm trying to figure out the best way to use the combat, but
Of course,
otherwise, yeah, I like it.
Grim.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, the big scale. It's like Blucher, which of course is the highest praise I can give. It gives you a feel of the big scale. You feel like you are playing. You don't feel like you're playing with battalions.
Oh no.
You know, it really doesn't. Matt Rowe, it's going very well.
Having never played Blucher, I cannot comment.
Sure. No, and they, notionally, it's even higher level than Blucher, right?
Yeah, because the Blucher game of this fight is like
Yeah, it's
square,
it's a tiny part.
it's this.
So
I don't know, Matt. In this game, though, you can still kind of go hesitant.
You really can. You really
Oh, yeah.
can.
Yeah. By the way, Achilles, if you get a chance to get revenge, I think these are those naval artillerists.
That's
Marmont did have the naval artillery.
yeah. These actually, I was. Would you believe? Yes, you're right about that. That is them. I was seriously tempted to put in those minis.
we say this because in a Blucher game, Achilles saw them labeled as naval artillery. I was like, oh, these are guns.
So, well, let's be clear. They were described as marine artillerists.
Yes.
And
So I
yes.
made the mistake thinking the Marine artillerists actually brought artillery.
And when they were revealed in our double-blind game, it was disclosed that no, in fact, they were Marine artillerists who had been stripped from the French Navy, which was of no use by 1813, and pressed into field service.
He was very upset they
No
didn't
artillery.
have cannons.
He thought he was luring. Was it you, Chrono?
It
No,
was OJ.
I was
Was
playing
it
French
OJ?
that game.
He thought he was
OJ.
he thought he was luring OJ into the charge of the light brigade,
Yes.
It turns out.
and as it turned out, he had no cannons.
I had no cannons.
Yeah, considering it's 9 battalions worth.
Yeah, yeah. So it's
Boy, it was
Totally don't have the order of battle on my other screen right now.
it was a brilliant plan right up until the moment it was revealed that I didn't
have any cannon. So yeah, this right here. That's 8,000 dudes. To let you get a sense of scale. Yeah, bloody big battles. Thanks for always bringing it. Thanks for being good, and most importantly, we now have Napoleonic scenarios, which of course we will continue to play. This is a campaign, by the way, and the result of this battle will determine the result of the next one, which is Bautzen. So we
Now
will.
you tell me.
Yeah, it's the.
And now we're talking because I'm fighting bouts.
There you go. And so we'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow, you got to join us. Watch Just Joe and Chrono lock horns in O Group on the Eastern Front. What will happen, we don't know. And then on Saturday, join Achilles as he returns to the brush and squares off against who? That's right, Chrono in Charlie Don't Surf, where we'll be going back. So in 1 week, in a single week's time, we're going to jump from the fields of 1813 all the way over to the East Front in 1941, all the way to Vietnam in 1967. So not too bad, 3 days' work.
Last week we were in Zama, and
Yeah, and last week we played Zama. Has, I'm sorry, indicates Grim, you're dead to Has, because you have never played Blucher.
well, if he sticks around long enough, he probably will.
Oh yeah, just hang around in the channel long enough, you'll be here. We'll Blucher is nigh inevitable on this channel, so it's that's a whole thing.
It sounds like a challenge, Has.
Yeah, and when we play Blucher, the Has comes. We know he arrives. Anyway, thank you so much to those who played. Thanks to all who watched. A nice crowd tonight. Until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon. Pause. Pause.